Okay. All right, we can start now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Good morning. Hello everyone.
Good morning.
Good
morning, Prof.
Good morning, Dr. Khalil.
Salam, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Professor Karim.
Good to see so many people here to learn about micro-credential. All right. So we're supposed to have about 400 participants that have officially registered. So those who have registered will get a CPD point, of course. But I guess anyone can walk in through the link that we have shared. Those of you who just walk in, then maybe you won't get the CPD point now. Yeah? That's why we ask people to register so that our CDE staff can record the CPD point. But I believe you are here this morning. This actually between 9 to, we will stop by 12:30 or maximum by 1. It's just half a day. And I hope you are not here for CPD because it's a big agenda of the university that we have to make it happen by September this year. September 2020 is a so-called Tarikh Keramat. The VC has given basically all the PTJ, all the schools to deliver the micro-credential program. And there is no compromise about this date. In fact, some PTJs, I don't want to mention here, has been given the earlier deadline, which is 1st of July. So a few PTJs have to get their courses completed by 1st of July in the form of micro-credential. So there's an urgency from our VC to get this micro-credential really rolled out by September 2020. And there is no there's no two ways about it. So today, basically, I'm not going to talk about the general ideas, the philosophy about micro-credential and so on. All those things you can find, and I've given a few days ago the difference between MOOC and micro-credential. So by now, I hope there is no more confusion. What is MOOC? What is micro-credential? And you can find also on my YouTube channel 6 parts video series, 6 parts of video series to basically explaining and giving the big picture of what and the why of micro-credential. So if you want to learn about the what and the why, this morning is not about the what and why. You can find those videos on my YouTube channel. And also on our CDE website, we have the link to the videos and learn about the what and why. But this morning, few hours that we have is about planning. I'm going to talk about how do we plan, how do we go about the how to. So today is about how to. Planning and designing of the micro-credential program. And you can see my email on the slide here. Feel free to email me anything related to micro-credential or even MOOC. Of course, you can email to our CDE staff for technical thing. But if you want to ask me directly for anything that you want to know about micro-credential, especially, feel free to email me. I will try to reply as soon as possible. If I forget to reply, please email again or just WhatsApp me. Okay. So, what is our agenda today? The planning and the designing part, I will explain how do we modularize the course. Let's say if you're talking about a 14 weeks course, 2 units or 3 units course, how do we break it up into a module? So this is what a micro-credential is about. It's based on a small module. So we have to chunk the whole course, the big 14 weeks course, into a small module. So how do we do that? And how do we do course mapping? Because this is based on our accredited program, accredited academic program. So to make sure that the learning outcome of the particular course is not doesn't change at all. So this is where the course mapping is about. But it's not that difficult to do course mapping because we already have our BPK, everything, as part of our OBE. So if you have done that properly, then it's just a matter of kind of restructure the thing and make it more detailed. Because when we modularize it, we have to look at the module level, and we have to put in some details there. So it's not that difficult. And designing content, we're going to talk about content, but of course, within the time that we have this morning, I will not be able to show you step by step how to use the software or the application to create content, how to create a video. That's not the thing that I'm going to do this morning. That will be a separate kind of workshop that we're going to have with a group, with a micro-credential group at each school. So this one, we can make an arrangement, and we can do a separate workshop after this with a group that involved in developing the micro-credential. Okay. If you have any questions along the way, feel free to post a question in the chat box, and my staff will try to pick up the question, and I will try to go through the questions. Or if you have any urgent questions to ask, just you can unmute the microphone and ask the questions. Otherwise, please mute your microphone so that there is no disturbances or no disruption. But you can unmute the microphone if you want to ask the questions. Okay, let's start with one quick question here. So please go to this link, www.wooclap.com, capital letter IPFBYN. Yeah, IPFBYN. So I just want to get a rough idea why you are here, and are you excited? Are you really excited to learn about micro-credential and how to plan and design your micro-credential today? So are you excited to create your own micro-credential course? So respond to that survey. I hope everyone can participate really quickly. Are you excited or not to create your own micro-credential course? Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, quite excited. No, really, I'm just here to explore and learn and observe. Oh, not really. I'm just here for CPD. Don't be shy to say that you're here just for CPD because this is anonymous. I wouldn't know who answered what. Okay. So if you are just here for CPD, be sincere, be truthful, be honest. Just tell me, because I want to see how many of you here are so excited and some of you here just want to explore and learn. Okay.
Sekejap, Prof, Odi ni. Macam mana nak masuk benda ni, Prof? Masuk, tak boleh masuk benda ni, Wooclap ni. Kat mana dia?
That's the address in your browser. In Google Chrome or whatever that you use, just put the address there, www.wooclap.com/IPDFBYN. Very simple. That's very simple. Put the address in your browser. Then you should be able to see. Yeah. Okay, another 1 minute because I want everyone to participate. And this is how we should conduct when we do synchronous session session on our online course nanti dalam kita punya micro-credential, mungkin kita ada komponen synchronous macam ni lah. So mungkin you want to have some form of activity and engagement interaction with the students. So I'm using one application called Lab. So you can set up a very quick survey like this, just to get some information maybe, just to test prior knowledge of the student. Anything that you want to get from the students, you can use this kind of activity, and using simple application like Lab in this method, in this case. Of course, you can use Mentimeter, but I'm just using another option here. Dah boring juga Mentimeter semua kan. Okay, let me switch to the screen now. Okay, let's see how many have responded. You can see here, okay. 185, 200. Okay, all right. So I think what we have about 200 people. We're supposed to have 100. Okay, anyway, the majority here say yes, so excited. No, not really. So far, we have what 41% here say quite excited. 36% suddenly say yes, so excited. What 20% say not really. I'm just here to explore. Okay, and 2% just here for CPD. Okay, 2% say I'm just here for CPD. So imagine this. Imagine if our students sign up for our course and they say, oh, I'm here just to go through the course and I'm not going to do more. I just want to learn enough to sit for the exam, to pass the test, or to do well in my exam. All right. Yeah. Okay. Not so bad. At least about 50% so excited. About 40% is quite excited. And about 30% just want to explore. All right. Thank you for your participation. Appreciate that. All right. I want to give you one module for the micro-credential. Please take this address. Maybe you want in your browser, and maybe you want to write down or take a picture of this, because you can refer to the module after our session this morning. And this module is yours forever. Okay, this is actually a very comprehensive module which I prepared, because today, this morning, we won't be able to cover everything in detail. So I would encourage you. Strongly encourage you, after the session this morning, go to this module, spend 2 to 3 hours to go through the modules and learn more. All the aspects that you need to know about how to design, how to plan and design your micro-credential course. Yeah. Everyone get the link. Just take a picture for a quick one, or write down. And I want you to go to this module now on your browser, and leave the browser, leave the window, leave the module open all the time, because I'm going to refer to the module again and again during this session this morning. And this is the module, okay? Designing micro-credential program. Very comprehensive module. So I just go through the module very quickly. What's in this module? So as you can see here on the left hand side, Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, Unit 5, 6. A lot of things that we're going to discuss today is in Unit 6. Yeah. Unit 6 is where we will build, you want to build your micro-credential course. So unit 6.1, structure of the course. 6.2, the landing page. 6.3, instructional design. 6.4, how to prepare the content of your course. 6.5, creating interactive activities. 6.6, creating interactive content. 6.7, assessment. Then we have some exercise. And unit 10 here, how do you design your online facilitation? Unit 11, some information about copyright. And then we have some further resources. In unit 11, I have selected only the best content here for you to explore further, to learn more about how to design your online course or your online micro-credential course in the best possible way. Okay, a lot of useful content here. You don't have to waste time to find on your own, and some other resources here. Okay. All right. On the home page here, you can also find a video. This is what I mentioned just now. If you want to learn the what and the why of micro-credential, I'm not going to cover that in this session this morning, but go to the home page in this module and watch this video. There are 6 parts of this video talking about here I explained about the what and the why. Okay, and it's actually very important to know this. So please find time to go to this video about 1 hour. The 6 part here about 1 hour. So today, what you will learn, basically there are 2 parts of this workshop this morning. Basically, I'm going to show you how to plan and design your course and how to set up the course on the micro-credential platform. But this is the second part. I'm not going to cover because there will be the separate workshop for each group. Yeah. Today I'm going to talk about the general approach, how to structure, design, and structure the whole program for micro-credential. That's a very important part. Conceptualize the design process. How do you conceptualize the design process for your micro-credential course? Very important, the third one here, develop the essential structure of your micro-credential and how to integrate learning activities, and briefly how to design the appropriate assessment. Okay. Hopefully, at the end of this session this morning, by 12:30 or 1 p.m. the latest, you have a clear idea how to start designing your course in the form of modular or in the form of modules. Yeah. Okay. Another thing I want to point out to you, if you go to CDAE website, cdae.usm.my, you will find on the home page of CDAE website, it's on the home page here. Here, micro-credential at USM, and click learn more. This is where you will find all the resources that you will need to plan and design your micro-credential program. Okay. If you scroll down, we have prepared for you the guidelines for instructor, course creation guidelines, course mapping template. I'm going to go through this course mapping template today, and Dr. Azidah is also here. Maybe she can help. Dr. Azidah, you're here, right?
Ya, ada Prof. Ada.
So nanti mungkin Dr. Azidah juga boleh tolong yang ini nanti. And we have course developers checklist. This is just like after you have more or less completed your module, then you can go through this checklist and see whether you have all the components done properly. Learn how to create a micro-credential course. I think is the module that you not mistaken is the module. The same link that I gave you just now. Oh no. This one actually Dr. Aisha's module. This is another one that you can go through this course by Dr. Aisha to learn how to create a micro-credential. So I encourage you also to refer to this one as well. Learn how to create micro-credential course. Then we have also resources in the form of YouTube playlist. Okay, so if you go to this YouTube playlist, you'll find all the videos that we have created for you to learn more about various aspects of creating your micro-credential module. Then become a micro-credential instructor here. This is actually a registration form. If you want to register as the micro-credential course developer, but we encourage you also to communicate with your school. Maybe you can work together as part of the team that develop the micro-credential program at your school. Okay. So you have all the resources needed on the CDAE website. So I will refer to this later. And for those who are not aware, this is our micro-credential platform. So after you have created your micro-credential course, your micro-credential course will be parked here on this micro-credential platform. The address is learningforlife.usm.my. And when you register to create your micro-credential, you will be given the license to this platform. This platform is called Open Learning. Okay, so when you get your license, then only you can create your micro-credential on this platform. But you must register first. How to register? Here, the registration form is here on the website, on CDAE website. So when you create your micro-credential course, after you have completed, you will go through the QC, quality control process by our team. Once everything has fulfilled all the criteria, the checklist, then only we will put your course and make it visible on our platform. So this is how it looks like. So for example, here is a course by Dr. Aisha, micro-credential course creation, made easy. This one by Dr. Azidah, this by me, okay, and this all other module here. This is how it will appear on the micro-credential platform. So I'm sure, those who are excited to create one, I hope everyone should feel excited to have their micro-credential course to be on this platform and be part of the other courses as well. When we have many courses in the future, we will categorize the course in categories. Right now, we just have these categories, but we will create new one according to the type of courses that we're going to have. Then we will create program, because some school they want to offer an academic program, for example, or this program can be an academic program. For example, here we have masters in project management, masters in building technology, masters of instructional material, food technology minor. Or we can also, this program can also be a certificate program for professional development, upskilling or reskilling program for industry, for agencies outside. This can also be done. And when you offer as a certificate program, not as an individual course, so we will create a program for you. Okay, we will create a program for you. And when we go to this program, for example, you see here, Masters in Project Management. So in this program, there are 3 courses. So when we go to the program, we will see the list of courses listed in that program and some information about the program. And these are the courses in that program. So in this course, you will find the module, maybe, I will explain more about this, how you can structure your course into topics, into chapters, topic, and to modules. And everything can be shown on our learning, on our Micro-credential platform. Okay, so that's very briefly some of the things I want to start with. So don't forget, all the resources that you need can be found on our CDAE website. Just go to CDAE at usm.my. So this is a module, once again, for those who just joined in. We are going to, I'm giving you this module. With this module, actually, you can start planning and designing your Micro-credential course or Micro-credential program. So if you want to get to this module, this is the address once again. So I'm not going to show this again. So please write down or take the picture. And maybe someone can share the link in the chat box for those who will join in later. Yeah. All right. Planning and designing Micro-credential program. Oops. Okay. All right. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to explain how do we modularize the course, how to do course mapping, how we plan and design the content delivery, learning activities, assessment, very briefly. Then maybe by 11:30 or by 12 the latest, I'm going to invite a nursing group from Pusat Pengajian Sains Kesihatan. We have here, I think, Dr. Intan. Dr. Intan, are you here, Dr. Intan?
Yes, Prof.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jauh daripada Kelantan. Dr. Intan Idiana from nursing group. They have actually now they are working now on CPD program. CPD, continuous professional development. CPD program for nurses. So the target group is about
100,000
nurses
in
Malaysia. So they are developing five module. Seven modules. They are working actually more, but the one that we put as KPI to achieve is 7 modules.
2020 is 7 modules.
So Dr. Intan Idiana will be sharing this because they have a very good model, and I'm very impressed the way how they approach the strategy that they use and the model that they use to plan and design their own Micro-credential program. So please don't miss this part. Probably by 12, I hope I can finish everything by 12, and I will invite Dr. Idiana to share her their strategy, the way their workflow and so on. Yeah. So thank you, Dr. Idiana, for being here. And also Puan Nazirah is here. Puan Nazirah.
Yes, I'm here. Yes,
Siapa?
Prof. Yes, I'm here.
Puan Nazirah is here. Oh, good. Thank you very much, Puan Nazirah. Puan Nazirah will be sharing. Puan Nazirah also from the nursing group. She will be sharing her module, and I'm also very impressed with the effort and how they design their module. So I want to use this as a model for you. So I hope you can see what they have, and you will get a very clear idea how to approach your own micro-credential. So that will complement my presentation this morning. All right, so I'll go straight. I've shown this recently in my presentation about the difference between book and also micro-credential. Now, if you want to do micro-credential, you can work on the academic program, the current academic program that we have, the course that we are teaching now. So this year, sebenarnya, our VC has given the KPI, the instruction for all the school to create at least 3 courses from the academic program for every academic program. So like, for example, in our in TI, technology industry, we have 4 programs. We have 4, 4. Food, environment, bioprocess, and also bio resource. Yeah, 4 programs. So each program will have to offer 3 courses in the form of micro-credential. And we want to use this for students first, But when you have the whole program already modularized, there's nothing stopping you from taking 10 modules here, 5 modules here, 15 modules here, and offer them as a standalone certificate course. So if your course has already been modularized, you can offer the whole course as usual as part of blended learning to your students, but you can also take any package of you can package the modules just like we package the minor package and offer that to people outside, to the industry, to the agency, to the to other target groups that you identify, and that is where the income generation comes in. So I want to make it very clear, when we talk about micro-credential, we can do both for the academic program, which is the accredited program that we now teaching face-to-face, but we now develop the version of the micro-credential version of it, which basically online, but in the form of modular. Okay, we can also develop micro-credential. For example, the short course that you have been offering in the conventional way, face-to-face, to the industry. 1 day short course, 2 days short course, 1 week short course. You can also work on that as a micro-credential program. That is even actually faster and easier. And that we can offer as a certificate course online, and we can use that for income generation. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Which one you want to do depends on your school, depends on what your school want to do. Maybe you want to focus first on academic program, or you want to focus on professional development program, or you want to work both. Maybe you have 2 teams, 1 team working on academic, another team working on the converting the certificate course, the short course, or the workshop that we have been doing all these years into online micro-credential program. All right. So whether it's an academic course or academic program or workshop or certificate course, the approach is more or less the same. So let's say we are working on a course from the program. So let's say a program or food technology program. In food technology program, let's say we have 40 courses. Example only here, 40 courses. So we have identified 3 courses to be modularized, to be micro-credentialized. Okay. So now we look at course level now. How do we modularize the course? So we know that the course has a learning outcome, and this course is actually accredited course. So we have already learning outcome that already been endorsed by the Senate. So when we look at the learning outcome and we look at the content of the course, we have topics. So actually, when we use eLearn, you can structure your course on eLearn by week or by topic, right? Most people actually go by topic. So if you already have your course on eLearn and you are doing it well, if you have your course is already blended, you already have content, you already have videos, you already have your PowerPoint, well-designed PowerPoint, you already have your learning activities, you already have your assessment there. So it's not that difficult actually to convert that course into a proper micro-credential course and put it on open learning platform, put it on our micro-credential platform. So it's nothing, it's not that difficult actually. If you have been doing your blended learning well, if your course on eLearn is already well designed, it's just taking it from there and maybe have to redesign a little bit and maybe add on a little bit. So if you look at any course, one course might have 3 learning outcomes and several topics. When you go to the topic level, look at the content that you want to cover. So this is where we can actually break it down into modules. When we talk about micro-credential, it's about chunking the content into the smallest unit that can stand as one module. Yeah. If you think of the lecture that we do face-to-face class, 2-unit course, we have 28 contact hours, so 28 lectures lah, so-called 28 lectures. You can think of the 28 lectures that 1 hour lecture can be one module. That is the one way of looking at it. Yeah, 1 hour lecture can be one module. So you have 2-unit course, 28 hours lectures, then 28 modules, 1 hour each. That is one way of looking at it, but not necessarily 28 lectures, 28 modules. What we need to understand here, when we convert into module, when we look at the topic 1 here, for example, what is actually the content that is we want to cover in topic 1, and then how it aligns with the learning outcome. So you can actually break one topic into several modules, but in each module there is one specific learning outcome. So the module is standalone, can stand alone, and when the students go through that module 1, module 2, in each module they will learn one specific knowledge, one specific piece of knowledge, or one specific concept, one specific principle, one specific skill. Yeah, so that's how you can break it down into module. So each topic maybe have the number of module from each topic might not be the same. It depends on how big is that topic and how small is the content that you can break down. Yeah, how to break it up into module depends on the size of the topic. Okay, the concept of micro-credential, when the students completed one module, they will get a digital badge. So the digital badge, just like a certificate, but certificate we give when they complete the whole course. But because the course now is divided into small module, so if we maybe it's not justifiable to give a certificate for the module because it's very small, like 1 hour kind of. So this is where the concept of digital badge. Yeah. But the question is, when we break into small module like this, should we give the digital badge at this level, when they complete module 1, they get 1 digital badge. When they complete module 2, they get a second digital badge, and so on and so forth. Or maybe when they complete one topic, they will get digital badge at this point, meaning that in this example, topic 1 has 5 modules. So they have to complete 5 modules first, only they get 1 digital badge. So in this example, if you decide that you want to give a digital badge at a topic level, then in this example, you have 6 digital badges. And the number of modules here could be, anything. It depends on how many modules in each topic. So we can decide at which level you want to give a digital badge. So in this example, after they have completed 6 topics, they will get 6 digital badges, and they have completed the 3 learning outcome, because all these topics and all these modules are mapped back to the learning outcome. And only they will get 1 certificate for the whole course after they have completed all the 6 topics. In some courses, maybe you can divide into chapters also. So I can see some courses they prefer to divide into chapters. So you can have chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 5. Then from chapter you can divide into topic and topic to the modules. So you can have another one here, maybe chapter, and from chapter you can divide into topic, and from topic you can divide into modules. But at which point you want to give a digital badge? If you want to use the concept of micro-credential here, especially when we offer this to the public. For our students, maybe not really necessary to give them the digital badge, unless you decide you want to give some form of incentive to the students, we can do that. But I'm talking about when we offer this one to the outsider, to to the target group, industry agencies, and so on. So you decide at which level you want to give the digital badge, whether at the chapter level, whether at the topic level, or whether at the module level, if you feel that the module is big enough and to warrant a digital badge. Yeah. Okay. Now, if we look at even a bigger picture, because in the 2 years or 3 years time, I hope in 2 years can happen by 2021. Maybe the VC will say this year maybe 3 courses from each program, but next year, because everyone now knows how to do micro-credential, next year I want all the program to be in the form of micro-credential by 2021 December. I don't know. VC might have that in mind, or maybe by 2022. But whatever it is, I think it's good to have all our programs to be fully online, except for those maybe some sciences, engineering, or medical that require lab and so on. Maybe the theory part can be in the form of micro-credential. Yeah, maybe the theory part can be in the form of online micro-credential program. Then we can package and we can offer also to the industry and people outside USM. But let's imagine next year, let's say we want to have all the program to be fully micro-credentialized. So we start from the program level. Okay, we start from the program level at the top here. Bachelor, undergraduate, or postgraduate program. I think maybe VC will say next year by 2021, all the master's program first will be online. All the master's program, especially those mixed mode or by coursework. Then 2022, all the undergraduate program maybe will be in the form of micro-credential. I think we have to be ready for that. So if we start from the top, a program. So in a program, we have courses. So let's say we have Bachelor of Technology, Food Technology program. So in the Food Technology program, we have 40, 40 kursus. So now we look at the course level. We look at the course level, course 1, course 2, and so on. And when we look at the course level, just like just now, this is how we can go through the structuring it into or modularizing it into module level. So this diagram and this diagram, I hope you will give you a clear picture now from the course to the module level. But maybe in this case, course to the module, but maybe better to visualize it in this form. From the course, you are being guided by the learning outcome. Then you can you have someone want to ask questions, Ariza. Then you have chapters, you have topics. Okay. Then finally you have the modules. Dr. Ariza, you want to ask questions? Siapa nak tanya soalan, nak tanya soalan at any time, you can interject, but please raise your hand dulu ya. So silakan Dr. Ariza. Dr. Ariza, you can unmute your microphone if you want to ask questions. I saw Dr. Ariza tadi angkat tangan. Tak ada ya? Ya. So, okay. Tak nak tanya soalan. Okay. When at the module level, just like when we design our course, sama aja. Okay, sama aja. The module should have content. The module should have the synopsis or the module description, what the module is about. The module have title. The module has title, of course, has module description, has learning outcome. Then we have content. We have learning activities. We have assessment. So all the common elements of a course is there in the module, but it's in the module level. So we have module learning outcome instead of course learning outcome. So the module learning outcome should be mapped also to the course learning outcome. So in the module, we have learning events. We have learning event we have learning activities, we have tasks, watching the video, doing the reading assignment, reading activities, things like that. We'll talk more about learning activity. So learning activity 1, learning activity 2. We have resources that we can share with our students. They can download the PowerPoint notes, everything. So these are the elements. We call it the elements that we should have in the module. Okay. Currently, the course that you have on eLearn, maybe you have only a minimum content in the form of you have your PowerPoint. Maybe you have video, but the video from YouTube, not your own video. Some of you might have. So for our micro-credential, we want to create our own original content. Of course, you can also embed or link to YouTube video, but that will be minimum. As much as you can, you want to create your own original content. So this is where the difficult part for some people to create content. You want to create more learning activities. In each module, you want to have 1 or 2 learning activities. In your current course in eLearn, you probably have some learning activities, but in your micro-credential, because every module must have at least 1 learning activity, so you might want to have additional learning activities that you want to create. Okay, at this point, I want to answer a few questions. If you have any questions at this point, you can unmute your microphone before I move on. No questions? Okay, if there's no question, I will move on. Now, so first the structure. Okay. So at this point, before I go to more detail here, I want to share with you the course mapping. Okay. So you can download the course mapping, mapping template from CDE website. Yeah. So let's look at course mapping. Mungkin yang ni nak minta tolong Datuk Azidah kot. If you don't mind, Datuk Azidah. Boleh saya rehatkan sekejap saya punya kerongkong ni. Datuk Azidah, are you there?
I'm here. Okay. So you want me to Prof?
Yeah, silakan. I will control the screen.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so this is my course, ICT in Education. This is the course that I am teaching this semester. Okay, so we have the course synopsis. Okay, the course synopsis is the same as the one that we put in our BPK, as well as the course learning outcomes. There are 4 learning outcomes in this particular course. This is actually, in this particular course, this is actually a 100% coursework course. All right, so it hasn't got any exams. All right, so can you go up a bit, Prof? What I did here is that we have from the CLO, okay, if you see in the middle there, course mapping from CLO to topics, then module, then what we call MLO, micro learning outcomes, then we have activities as well as then we have assessment, okay. So let's say in your course, because just now Dr. Puan Mariam was asking about can we actually just put our content or our video only on video lecture only in the module, all right? So it is advisable at least you have an activities in the module so that you know there will be a combination of your video lecture as well as activities to the students. So you can combine between maybe the first module you have some activities, for example, assessment shouldn't be too comprehensive. It can be a quiz or whatever so that you can see how your student goes with your activity. So let's say we go to my first CLO. Under my first CLO, I have a chapter or topics. Okay, Introduction to ICT in Education. So I just highlighted the module 1. All right, so module 1 in red, yeah. Okay, so that is module 1. Then I divided the module into only one title. Okay, I just give one title to the module 1, which is concept of ICT in education. All right, so it comes from the big topic, which is Introduction to ICT in Education. So then from that particular title, I have the micro learning outcomes, okay, which I have 2 micro learning outcomes. First, to explain what is ICT in education. Then I have to discuss teachers' role for that particular 2 micro learning outcomes, MLO. I have 2 contents, all right, so which is 1 video around 10 minutes, okay, about ICT in education, and then I have another video 10 minutes applying instructional design ID in designing your lesson. So okay, we have this one, we follow the KPT guidelines whereby 1 hour SLT is equal to 10 minutes video, around that. Okay, so this guide we have in our blended learning guides. Okay, that have been approved by the Senate. All right, so you can also refer to that. For 10 minutes equal to 1 hour SLT. 20 minutes is equal to 2 hours SLT. All right, that is from the KPT guidelines. All right, then that is the students' activity, SCL, student-centered activity. All right, SCL meaning that student-centered activities or assessment. Okay, so in this particular module, I just have forum. What do you do before you go into a classroom? Okay, so I've expected that this particular forum is equal to 1 hour of SLT. All right, that's why I highlighted in red so that it is clear that how many SLTs are there in one particular module. All right, okay, so let's say we go to module 2. It is quite similar, but the title is 21st Century Skills. Okay, but you can see that in number 2, all right, we have the 21st Century model. And under this particular topic, we have 2 modules because it is a big topic. So we are going to make it as 2 modules. All right, module 2 and module 3. And we have module 3. Okay, and then for module 2, I have 3 videos. Okay, 3 10 minutes video. All right. For example, one video 10 minutes, one video 5 minutes, one video 15 minutes. So it is all equal to SLT 3 hours. Okay, and then I have a SCL activity, which is my mapping activities. All right, which is applying 21st century model to different subjects. It is SLT 1 hour. All right, okay. So then, all right, you go down because Prof. Karim, okay, the highlighted red SLTs, all right, when we go down, so I just try to map the course learning outcomes, CLO, towards a micro learning outcomes and try to make it as small modules. Okay, so let's go down to the end of the course mapping. All right, and you can see that all the topics are similar, quite similar. I just try to make it as modules. Okay, and then for example, for topic 4, I have conclusion, and then I have for example, module 10. So meaning that in this particular course, I have 10 modules. All right, and then I haven't put the learning outcomes here. I just would like to just share how it goes. All right, then I have SLTs, and then I also have all SCL assessment and activities. All right, okay, so and then at the end I have the total of SLT for this particular course as 122 hours because it is a 3 credit course. Okay, so then so 10 modules, 10. Okay, then the example is there. So module 1 to 5, 25 hours of SLT, module X equal to X hours of SLT. So this is how you are going to map whatever you have in your course to the modules. Okay, and then for example, module 10 will be 3.5 hours of SLT. Then the total of that 10 modules equal to 25 plus X plus 3.5 is 122 hours of SLT. So this is how we count the module, which is equal to the number of credits of our course and the number of SLT in our BPK. Okay, so I have notes there. Number of modules vary from one course to another. So meaning that if I have 10 modules here, your course might not have 10 modules. You might have less, or you might have more than 10 modules. It's up to your course. All right, and then refer this to we have this particular reference under the blended learning guidelines. Okay, and then activity and assessment may varies for each module. So meaning that you can design whatever activities and assessment related to your micro learning outcomes so that it can be included in your module. So like, because just now Dr. Wan Mariam asked, okay, so you need to have at least one activity. It is up to you, whatever activity that you would like to include in your module, but you must make sure that it can address the learning, micro learning outcomes. Okay, so that's it, Prof. Karim, for my module.
Thank you, Dr. Azidah. Okay, this example of course mapping is for the academic program, for the academic course, the course as part of the accredited academic program. So we have to ensure that we don't compromise in terms of quality of the online course or micro-credential course. In terms of the learning outcome, it has to be aligned. Whatever we do, whatever that we do in our module, finally it should map back to the learning outcome. Okay, so just now the course mapping that Dr. Azidah explained how to move from the whole course based on the learning outcome, and then we can divide into topic and even subtopic and subtopic if you like. But actually, when you break it down, when you break up into module, it's basically break up the topic into subtopic. Okay, so we can think of the module as subtopic. Okay, but whatever it is, in each module you have content. You have the module learning outcome (MLO). So each module will have its own micro learning outcome or module learning outcome lah. Yeah, but this one, or you can think of in terms of micro learning outcome. This one, another micro. So when we put together all the modules and put together all the topics, finally it will align back to the learning outcome. So that's very important to ensure the alignment. The constructive alignment should always be there, regardless of how you break up the regardless how you modularize the topic. And another thing is in terms of the SLT, because you know very well when the audit for SWA and so on, like it or not, because the OBE thing, we have to ensure the SLT is not compromised. It should be the same or more, I think, okay, but not less. But you cannot have too much also, because that would kind of give the student overload, the students cognitive overload, right? So this is for academic course. We have to be quite rigid and strict in terms of the SLT, and also the learning outcome cannot be compromised. But if you are doing micro-credential for the non-academic, so I'm talking about professional development type program, upskilling or reskilling program for industry, for agencies, for public, then we don't have to be very strict on the SLT. There's no, there's no specific SLT. But if you want to use the academic program SLT as a guideline, then probably we probably can encourage you also to use this guideline here, yeah, to use a guideline here for the non-academic program as well. Betul lah, Dr. Azidah, eh?
Ya betul, Prof. Ya betul.
Betul. Kalau saya silap tolong betulkan. Tetapi dalam guideline MQA yang kita akan lancarkan mungkin bulan depan atau dalam masa sebulan, antara sebulan hingga 2 bulan ni lah. Memang SLT itu perlu diambil kira lah. Yeah. So this part is very important in terms of how do we structure from course to module, and how do we do the course mapping. So I want to invite at this point any questions from participants, because Dr. Azidah is here also to help me to answer your question, because this is actually the starting point. The starting point after the session today. If you are ready to go into doing planning and design your micro-credential, this is the place to start doing the structuring your course into module and do the course mapping here. Nanti Dr. Intan ataupun Puan Nazirah kan, Puan Nazirah yang akan share contoh mapping yang dibuat untuk dia punya ni. Tunggu jangan pergi ke mana-mana. Jadi Puan Nazirah dengan Dr. Intan akan share.
Prof, I have question, Prof.
Okay. Siapa ni? Tolong perkenalkan diri.
Saya Sanusi, Prof Sanusi.
Prof Sanusi. Okay, rasa macam kenal tadi tu. Silakan.
Yeah, if in e-learning there is a status blended learning, but if we change from e-learning, we change to micro-credential to our student, how to get blended learning? Because blended learning, to get blended status is considered as one KPI, is it? I think in my school lah.
Okay,
is it can count or not for the KPI for the school level? Because our school have a scorecard. Yeah.
Okay, saya cuba explain. Mungkin Dr. Azidah boleh tambah nanti. Dia macam ni, Prof. Apabila kursus kita telah kita jadikan micro-credential sepenuhnya maknanya sepenuhnya online, dan semua modul pun telah siap. Jadi satu kursus tu nanti mungkin ada 20-30 modul nanti mungkin ya. Apabila dia telah berada dalam platform micro-credential kita, pensyarah boleh gunakan modul tersebut untuk penggunaan kelas yang biasa, kelas face to face. Sekarang ni untuk kelas face to face, student gunakan kursus yang ada dalam e-learn, kursus yang Prof buat lah kan. Dan itu kalau ada mendapati kriteria dia, maka kursus tersebut dia agak blended lah. Ada berapa kriteria kan, 5 atau 6 kriteria tu. Tapi sekarang ni untuk pensyarah juga boleh gunakan selain daripada e-learn, dia juga boleh gunakan micro-credential course yang dia ada dalam open learning platform tu. Jadi dia ada option sekarang ni. Dia boleh terus gunakan kursus yang ada dalam e-learn untuk tujuan blended learning, ataupun dia boleh gunakan micro-credential yang ada dalam micro-credential platform DSM tu. Okay. Kita pulang ya. Jadi blended bermaksud pelajar gunakan kursus kita yang ada dalam platform online. Jadi platform online sekarang ni ada 2 lah. Satu dalam e-learn, satu lagi kursus dalam format micro-credential yang telah kita buat dalam platform micro-credential USM tu. So boleh gunakan mana-mana lah.
Maksud saya, ada situ status blended status. Because dalam e-learning dia ada status blended. Bila ada 4 kategori tu, bila semua ditik semua, dapat semua, I don't know how they count from C, D, A, E. And then they count everything.
Boleh saya tolong jawab?
Ya.
Okay, alright. Okay, so saya faham yang Dr. Prof Sanusi nak tanya itu, iaitu tentang 1732 tu yang di mana ianya dapat identify the course is blended or not in our e-learn. Alright, so last week kita telah menukarkan sedikit melalui senat dia yang telah approved by senat, which is sekarang ini kita menggunakan blended learning support yang 1732 tu lah. Then now we are changing into blended learning gantian. PTG, pembelajaran teradun gantian, di mana kita telah mengeluarkan satu guideline juga 30 hingga 60% daripada kursus kita akan digantikan. Akan digantikan secara blended, bukan hanya sekadar 1732 yang itu sekadar kuantiti. Kita ada 1 summary, kita ada 7 resources, kita ada 3 activities dan 2 assessment. Tetapi untuk blended learning gantian yang telah di-approve last week, di mana kita akan gantikan, for example 30% daripada kursus kita akan digantikan, dilakukan secara atas talian, at least minimum 30%, di mana contohnya 1 minggu boleh ditukarkan menjadi whole online learning semata-mata, tidak ada lagi perjumpaan di dalam bilik darjah di classroom. Dan kita boleh jadikan at least 30% of that into bila kita balik kepada micro-credential, apa yang berlaku 30% itu mungkin juga adalah dilakukan secara video yang kita telah rakam and so on. Ia tidak semestinya synchronous, ia can be asynchronous. Maksudnya pensyarah rakam video, contohnya apabila pensyarah membuat contohnya 1 minggu itu adalah 1 modul dalam micro-credential, ianya boleh diubah sebagai blended learning gantian untuk that particular course. Jadi itu kita dah identify, kalau mencapai 30% of that particular course, 30% dan course itu akan diiktiraf menjadi blended learning. Sekarang kita ubah sikit lah, meaning that kalau course itu menggunakan 30%, maksudnya dijadikan micro-credential, 3 minggu lah for example, dijadikan micro-credential, dan ia boleh direcognize sebagai blended learning as well as micro-credential as well lah. Sebab kontennya sebenarnya micro-credential dan blended learning ni dia boleh digunakan untuk blended learning as well as micro-credential. Ianya bukan 2 perkara yang berlainan. Jadi saya rasa tak ada masalah untuk pensyarah switch into from blended to MC lah, or MC to blended. Cuma mungkin pengiraan dia tu nanti akan berubah sikit, tapi at least if you have a plan 30% of your course menjadi blended learning gantian, then it will achieve the blended learning status for e-learning. Saya harap jelas ya. Mungkin agak confused sebab ini baru kita approve, tapi nanti kami akan buat taklimat lah, kita akan bagi taklimat pada PTJ tentang perkara ini.
Okey, terima kasih.
Saya cuma nak jelaskan lagi sekali supaya saya rasa mungkin ada kekeliruan di sini. I'll try again. Sekarang ni bila kita kata blended learning, kursus-kursus yang ada dalam platform e-learn telah mencapai blended learning sekiranya kursus tersebut mengandungi maklumat-maklumat ini ataupun item-item ini, iaitu dalam kursus tersebut ada satu item information mengenai kursus telah lengkap, ada 3, at least kurang-kurangnya 3 learning activities, ada 7 resources. Resources mungkin dalam bentuk PowerPoint, dalam bentuk notes dan apa-apa video dan sebagainya, ada 7. Dan juga assessment, at least ada 2 bentuk assessment, mungkin quiz dan sebagainya. Jadi sekiranya kursus dalam e-learn platform kita sekarang telah ada 1372 ini, maka kursus itu dianggap sebagai blended. Dan sekarang ni kita masih menjalankan kelas seperti biasa. Jadi kalau ada 2 unit, maknanya pensyarah dan pelajar kena pergi ke kuliah, ke kelas sebanyak 28 kali, 28 jam dalam satu semester. Kemudian pada waktu yang sama, di luar kelas, pelajar juga dikehendaki untuk masuk dalam e-learn dan go through the nak download ke atau buat aktiviti ke apa-apa yang pensyarah telah design untuk mereka dalam e-learn. Okay, jadi itu caranya sekarang. Ini kita panggil blended learning secara gantian. Ini blended learning sebagai sokongan sahaja. Okey, dalam Senet baru-baru ini telah diluluskan, dan ini semua universiti pun akan bergerak ke arah itu. Telah diluluskan apa yang dipanggil sebagai blended learning, blended learning gantian. Ya. Blended learning atau pembelajaran teradun gantian, PTG. Blended learning by substitution. Dan telah diluluskan dalam Senet. Apa maksudnya? Maksudnya sekarang kita tak kena pakai lagi ni 1372 ni. Tetapi kita hanya mengatakan bahawa okey, pensyarah boleh memilih untuk tidak mengadakan kelas seperti biasa, kelas face to face, kelas bersemuka, antara 30% hingga 60%. Bermaksud kalau 30% daripada 28 jam, kalau 2 unit ya, 2 kredit, 30% daripada 28 jam, ada 30% daripada 28 jam itu tak perlu ada kuliah bersemuka tetapi digantikan dengan online course. Online course itu sekarang pensyarah boleh memilih untuk gunakan course dia yang dalam e-learn ataupun kursus dia yang telah pun dibangunkan dalam bentuk micro-credential yang diletak dalam micro-credential platform USM. Ada pilihan lah. Jadi sekarang ni VC, what he has in mind is dia nak semua program nanti dalam bentuk micro-credential supaya nanti student dan pensyarah boleh buat pembelajaran teradun gantian ataupun blended learning by substitution menggunakan modul yang telah dibangunkan di dalam micro-credential platform USM. Dan juga sebagai option kepada e-learn kita lah. So saya harap ini jelas supaya tidak ada kekeliruan tentang blended learning itu. Okay. Ada lagi soalan tentang course mapping. Tadi course mapping tadi. Yang ini penting, ni kena faham ni. Dan nanti ini sebagai sebagai orang kata peringkat pertama untuk design you punya online course, untuk design daripada course kepada modul. Dia perlu buat course mapping. Okay. Now, saya rasa kita kita break dulu 5 minit kot. Boleh ya, kita break 5 minit untuk siapa nak buat apa-apalah dalam 5 minit ni. Lepas ni saya akan sambung dengan components of a module and content, design content dan benda-benda yang berkaitan dengan modul. So now kita zoom in masuk ke dalam modul. Alright, 5 minit. Mari kita berehat sebentar. Kita akan mula balik dalam 10.25 10.25 akan mula balik.
Lagu raya tak ada, lagu raya.
Lagu raya tak ada.
Ada dah live. Maksudnya ada betul-betul macam makrakis buat, ada yang kita buat daripada api sebiji ada.
So, you still there? Tidak.
Ya, Prof, ada.
Mungkin kita akan mula seminit lagi, 10-20 minit. Ada beberapa soalan dalam chat tu. Mungkin if you can help me to answer.
Ya, saya sedang cuba menjawab dekat chat. Saya jawab dekat chat.
Dekat chat.
Prof. Ya, siapa yang nak tanya tu?
Saya Idiana. Boleh nak tanya sikit? Minta maaf ya. Assalamualaikum. Selamat pagi. Saya nak tanya dekat sini yang micro-credential yang sampel yang Dr. Azidah bagi ni. Okay, may I know sebab dalam ni dia kata macam satu video 10 minit, 5 minit ataupun paling tinggi dalam 15 minutes kan?
Betul.
Okay, what about macam contoh studio? I don't think studio boleh buat short video sebab dia melibatkan psikomotor and everything. So macam mana tu?
Okay, saya dapat bayangkan bahawasanya masa studio sebenarnya macam Prof cakap tadi lah di awal tadi, ada kursus yang mungkin kita tak boleh buat 100% micro-credential sebab it is skill based di mana student it is not video based lah, meaning that kita mungkin tidak boleh provide video and so on, tetapi mungkin kalau that particular course mungkin half lah, meaning that you might kita tengok pada dia punya learning outcomes. We need to look at the learning outcomes and then see which one that is suitable for us to do video based lecture, and then let's say because for example you are doing, for example, architecture, for example, the students will have to present.
Oh, so maksudnya masa presentation tu is not really kita yang buat the module, right? It is the student kan?
Yes, mungkin the video will be your arahan to the student.
Oh.
Some whatever explanation on what they are going to do and so on, and the activity will be the student presentation.
Oh, okay.
They present something about what they are doing and so on. Kan sebab bila you buat studio, at least lecturer should have some arahan to the students, some instruction to the students, and then the student will be able to present whatever they are doing, then their skills. For example, you all nak tengok how they melukis ke whatever lah. So the skills need to be also jadi mungkin the content might not be that much, but the activity should be much more than the assessment part should be much more. So the SLT assessment and SLT on the content can be adjusted.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't necessarily for every module it has to be emphasized on the lecturers punya part lah, but it also can be emphasized on the students punya part as well, right?
Yes, because it is according to your learning outcomes. What would you like to achieve in that particular course?
Alright.
Kalau course hands-on, then you need to look at the learning outcomes. What do you want to achieve at the end of the course?
Alright, thank you so much.
Okay, free to ask questions because we want to make this session today as clear as possible. So we will try to answer all your questions. Of course, we will have a separate workshop going into more detail in terms of content development, activities development, and so on. But because in terms of structure, I think it's very important because after this session, you should be able now to start structuring your course into micro-credential. So if you're not clear, please ask a question now. Yeah, don't hesitate. I just want to take one question from Prof.
Yeah. Ada soalan.
Okay, go ahead.
Nama saya Jasni
Oh, Dr. Jasni, silakan Dr. Jasni.
Ya, saya ada sedikit soalan Prof.
Silakan.
Tentang the macro-credential mapping form ni is quite totally different than our BPK dan juga MPA punya table 4 punya form kan. So maybe I would like to get some clear picture. I have 4 or 5 questions here. Number one is, does it all the CLO yang dalam course mapping ni need to be addressed into module? This is one question. Yeah, and then number one is, does it all the CLO dalam certain course tu memerlukan modul di dalam MLO lah ataupun modul 1, modul 2, modul 3 kan? Or it depends on the level of taxonomy CPA tu kan, cognitive, psychomotor ataupun affective kan. So number 2,
first one.
Okay.
Well, every learning outcome, if you refer back to the slide tadi,
yeah.
So your course will have learning outcome 1, 2, 3, and so on.
Yeah.
But each learning outcome, you will have content, and that content actually can be divided into topics, right? So finally, the topic will be modularized into module. So meaning that if you want to develop a complete micro-credential course, meaning all the learning outcome should be finally in the form of modules lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Katakanlah LO1 is addressed only for cognitive, and LO2 addressed only for cognitive, dan LO3 addressed for affective. So kesemua ni memang kita kena kita kena buat dia punya modul
Yeah, I think don't don't think too much in terms of cognitive, affective, all those. That's basically everything is actually embedded in how you deliver and design the content, the learning activities. So actually it depends on how you design the learning activities especially.
Okay.
So the assessment. So especially learning activities, I think that is where the elements of cognitive, the elements of affective can be embedded into those learning activities.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay, next question is how we know that the student can achieve ataupun complete the learning outcomes dalam satu modul dalam micro-credential. System will automatically detect ataupun kita sendiri sebagai seorang pensyarah akan make sure satu-satu lah.
Dalam open learning, bila kita design the activities, so there is a way the student can capture or can detect whether the students has completed the activity or not. So we can see the analytics when we go to the students dashboard, or when we macam dalam e-learn juga, when you look at the student's name, you can see okay whether they have done the quiz, whether they have done the watching the video, whether they have watched the video from beginning to the end or only halfway. All those things can be captured in the platform.
Okay. So number 4 is content for MLO ni, content for MLO ataupun modul ataupun MLO ni can be any videos, any forms. Sebab saya tengok yang contoh Dr. Azidah ni semua video kan.
Well, mainly the content is mainly delivered in the form of video. Macam kita bagi kelas, the main content, the essential, the gist of the content kita akan deliver dalam bentuk video. But to complement the content, to complement the video, we will have learning activities. So this very important part, because this is where the element of cognitive, the element of interaction, engagement, affective, all those Bloom taxonomy punya things will be designed into your learning activities here. Tapi the content, that's where the video is actually the teaching part. Macam kita teach, just like we teach in the class. Okay. So the video is basically the teaching part, but the activities is where the engagement part, where we get the students to engage in the learning activities, where they will apply the orang punya critical thinking and so on.
Okay. So I think my last question is maybe on the digital badges, Prof. Okay, the implementation of digital badges yang saya buat sebelum ni is through manually check to the digital badges dalam e-learning kan.
Yeah.
Tapi kalau kita ada 100 student, contohlah untuk micro-credential ni later on, macam mana kita nak detect, takkan kita nak buat satu-satu kan, student yang complete berapa orang dah kita kena bagi apa semua. So
okay, yeah, currently kita belum, we have not integrated, we haven't integrate our digital badge in open learning yet. But in open learning, yes, there is when you complete the activity, they have something called digital badge kan? We're not going to use that. That one you can still take to show that the student have completed the activity. That you can use as a way to tell the students have completed that particular activity in your module. The actual digital badge, which you will decide, we will use a separate mechanism that we will integrate later in the open learning platform, and you will decide whether they will get the digital badge at the topic level or at the chapter level. That one that just now I explained, you will decide at which level they will get the digital badge. Is it at this level, or is it at this level, or is it at the chapter level, or is it at at the learning outcome level?
that means the digital badges later on will be designed and officially stamped by the USM itself lah. Bukan kita boleh buat sendiri ke apa kan?
Kita beli, kita gunakan third party punya digital badge.
I see, okay.
Tapi belum dalam proses pembelian lagi.
Okay.
PPJT tengah buat dalam proses pembelian. Kita akan integrate nanti.
Okay. Terima kasih banyak, Prof. Terima kasih banyak.
Bila digital badge nanti akan dilaksanakan, dia akan jadi macam ni lah, contoh lah. Saya bagi contoh. Alamak. Sambung lagi. Saya bagi contoh kat sini. Katakan kursus ini, Microsoft punya ni. Katakan bila dia habis, katakan satu topik, dia akan dapat satu digital badge. Macam tu. So, sebagai student akan ada dia punya own dashboard. Ini saya punya ni yang real ya. I'm a student here dekat Microsoft Education Center ni. So nampak tak badges yang saya dah dapat ni. Kan? So bila saya view detail, view certificate. Inilah lebih kurang macam mana caranya student akan dapat dia punya digital badge nanti.
I see, okay.
Macam tu.
Ya.
Okay.
Okay. Terima kasih banyak, Prof.
Saya galakkan you all cuba explore Microsoft Education Center ni, cuba ambil modul-modul dia free tau. Boleh dapat digital badge, boleh start kumpulkan. Jadi kita boleh view transcript macam ni, view transcript. Dan boleh nampak lah semua apa yang kita dah dapat tu. Okay. Alright.
Terima kasih.
Prof Gurjit tanya tadi, 30% mana tadi soalan 30%, how do you calculate 30% by SLT? Yang ini sebab soalan daripada Prof Sanusi tadi tentang blended learning. Saya actually tak mau confusekan dengan blended learning dalam taklimat ni. Tapi tak apa, bila kita melaksanakan blended learning by substitution, meaning let's say 30% is actually not based on the it's actually 30% of the normal classroom lecture yang kita buat tu. So bersemuka lah kita panggil. So you can actually replace that, substitute 30% of the face-to-face dengan 30% fully online. Student tak payah pergi kelas, kita tak payah pergi kelas, tapi dia akan gunakan kita punya online course. Dia boleh gunakan online course di dalam kursus e-learn yang memang kita dah ada, ataupun if you already have developed your micro-credential course, you can ask the student to use the micro-credential on this online micro-credential platform yang ada di sini. Itu masuk 30% is 30% of the class is being substituted fully online. Yeah. And of course, it will be counted as part of the SLT. I don't know whether that answered question, Prof. Gurjit. Are you still there? All right. Kimberly asked if student from a different school decide to take a module, does the student need to pay? Okay. No. Within USM, we are not charging for the module. Only for people outside, we can take that module, package them into like 10 modules, one certificate in something, then we can put a price like this. Macam Dr. Azidah punya ni, teknologi literasi untuk kanak-kanak, RM20 to enroll. Okay, my cost here, RM25 to enroll. Then another RM25 to get the certificate, something like that. Okay. But for our students, we can create in open learning. We can create for our student. We can create another kind of apa ni panggil one group for our student, different batch of students we can create in our course. For public, this is what they see. For students, they will have access free to the course. Alright, Ida Shazrina tanya, how you can untuk short course about 4 to 5 days, berapa total SLT yang diperlukan? Kalau short course tu bukan academic program, there is no hard and fast rule. It's not rigid. Yeah, the SLT is not rigid. SLT only for academic program. Itu yang kita kena strict ya.
Assalamualaikum Prof. Boleh tanya? Bakia.
Boleh. Siapa ni?
Bakia.
Dr. Bakia. Okey, Dr. Bakia.
Tadi contoh sampel Prof Azidah convert untuk the whole course. That means ada 3 units kan, dijadikan semua into modular micro-credentialing programs lah. Tapi let's say we have 3 units but not all kita nak jadikan modular. Jadi saya punya soalan teknikal untuk borang course mapping ni, kita perlu buat semua kemudian just tandakan yang topik-topik mana yang akan jadi modul ataupun just isi yang modul saja. Sebab kalau kita just isi modul, let's say topics ada 10 tapi hanya 3 yang akan jadi modules, dia tidak akan dapat full SLT 120 hours tu lah. Itu soalan saya.
Thank you, Dr. Bakia. I think if you decide, let's say for this year, you want to go for, let's say, LO1 only, yeah, for this year. So I think you can use that course mapping only for LO1 and go down to topic and to the module level lah. You don't have to do for the complete one, because you only choose to do only part of the whole course. But no harm, and even better, if you can do the mapping for the whole course, and then you just decide for your group or for your course, okay, I just do this one first. So if you look at the mapping just now if you have for the complete course, but you decide only to go for CLO1 only, then you just take CLO1 only lah. And of course the SLT would be according to this CLO1 only, not the total 120 this case. That's my I think my opinion. Kalau Dr. Azidah nak tambah, silakan. Ya.
Ya, saya setuju dengan Prof. Ya, saya setuju dengan saya tengah duk tengok chat nak jawab di chat question. Alright, however, saya setuju dengan Prof dan saya punya cadangan adalah that particular course mapping. I suggest you buat all the topics, but for the topics that you are not going to make it as micro-credential, you just put it, okay, just make it blank, or you just make some notes that it is not in the micro-credential, so that you will know that the whole course, in the whole course, which topics that you are going to make it as micro-credential, then you have the overall view of the course lah, kan? But you don't have to like make it like for the one that you are not making as micro-credential, you letak detail and so on. No need lah, you just letak the tajuk, the topics, and then okay, not MC for example, just put a note there, and then you just do the course topics that you would like to do as micro-credential je lah, I think. But just put it there, just the type topic, so that it is a note for yourself actually as the course developer.
Okay, thank you Prof Karim dan Prof Azidah. Satu lagi soalan saya, tadi Prof cakap mostly contents untuk MC in video formats kan? Tapi saya ada juga attend tengok courses whereby the content developer actually provide notes macam dia bagi karangan, and then activity is to actually debate it or give further evidence, ya, macam tu. Kalau macam tu, macam mana SLT dia?
Well, yeah, of course, content is not limited to video. Walaupun most online course, the main content is delivered in the form of short video. Then we complement the video, or we supplement the video with other format of content. So content can be in many formats. One is video. You can also have audio in the form of so-called podcast audio, just audio. It could be also in the form of notes. Notes is also one form of content. It can be your PowerPoint is also one form of content. We can also think of as resources as well. So it's up to the course designer, course developer. You can actually, in fact, we encourage to have a mix of content. Okay. Then we have learning activities to complement the video or the content. So content and activities, these are the two things that the main substance of the module is the content and the activities, then the assessment. Yeah. But the learning activities also can be in many forms. So that's why when we come to detail of designing learning activities and so on, we have to have a more detailed session on that, so that we can see the different format and the different possibilities we can do to create different kind of content, different kind of even video pun ada different kind of video, audio, how to create audio, how to create the learning activities. Some activities are just simple activity, individual activity, group activities, some interactive activities, even the content also. Some just watching the video passively, but some content we can make it interactive content. Even watching video interactively also we can do that. So those are the elements that we can use our creativity, depending on the skill that you have and depending on the technical assistance that we can provide. So the SLT, well, that's why for any content and also any activity, we must give the estimate duration. Yeah. So watch this video in bracket 10 minutes, so that the student know that okay, 10 minutes. Then the activity, how long they will need to accomplish the activity. So give the estimate of time. All those things together, put together, will be counted as part of the SLT. Maybe Dr. Azidah can add on this one, because the SLT, I think, is very important for our participants to understand here. You want to elaborate a little bit more on this one, Dr. Azidah?
Okay, so the breakup for the SLT, for example, one video 10 minutes. Okay, so it is equal to 1 hour of SLT. So one video 5 minutes, it is equal to half an hour SLT. And then 15 minutes, it is equal to 1.5 hours of SLT. We have this in our guidelines, so we might share it because it is just been approved. So we will share it later with you all.
The guideline, you're talking about the guideline
for the
learning,
for blended learning, but it is quite similar. The SLT, the pengiraan SLT calculation is similar with micro-credential, because we are going to use this particular micro-credential as to our academic program as well. So the SLT for the videos should be similar. Okay. So and for the SLT for the mind mapping activities as well, it is we have also the SLT for activities. How do we calculate certain activities that equal to 1 hour, 2 hours, and so on? Yeah, we will share this later. Yeah.
Yeah, minta nanti Eton once I think the guideline is ready, go ya. Kita boleh. dah lulus ni. So I think we can share.
That's why kita tak share before this because dia belum lulus, but now it is already approved, then we can share with all lah.
We will share here, yeah. We will share under this micro-credential in CDE. Ada someone nak tanya soalan ke ni? Alright. So as you can see, don't worry too much about it. It looks quite macam susah, macam complicated, tapi sebenarnya tak susah sangatlah, ya. You just need to get one module done. Then after that you start to feel, you start to understand more how the process. Dia kena start je dulu. Kalau tak start lagi tu apa ni, banyak lagi benda yang mungkin agak samar-samar ataupun agak kabur. Alright. Now, so when we go to the module level, how do we create a module? So to create a module, you will create the module on our Micro-credential platform, so that your module will appear just like this, okay? Just like Dr. Just like this, So when you create your module, this is how it looks like in our open learning platform, and this is how the module looks like. If you're not familiar with open learning, so this is how it looks like. In a module, you can have units and lesson, yeah, lesson, video, things like that. So what's in the module? So you have module overview, you have lecture. So this is where you can have your lecture, so-called the main content of your micro-credential in the form of video, slide presentation. You can have assignment. So this we can have forum, online discussion, just like in our e-learn. Not much different actually. You can have reading assignment. This is only example, yeah. I will give you more resources to give you more ideas of what you can do in the form of in terms of learning activities. What kind of learning activities I can do? Okay. Module quiz, additional resources. So these are the components that you can have in a module. So module overview, the introduction and objective, the learning outcome, the synopsis, lecture, which is the main content. Main content in the form of video, slide presentation. Then you have activities, assignment, assessment in the form of quiz, yeah, and additional resources. So if you look at Dr. Aisha's module just now, if we go back to home here, so you have the course banner, the title of the course. Welcome to the course. And you can use graphic to spice up to make your course interesting. So this is where you can exercise your creativity. So we tell our students to be creative. So the course designer, the lecturer also must be creative. Some information about the course. Maybe introductory video. So this is where you need to learn about how to create a video. So this is actually a video. Then we have introduction, content. So this is actually the content. reflection, activity. Okay. Nanti selepas ini kejap lagi saya akan jemput Dr. Idiana dengan Puan Nazirah. Nanti you boleh tengok lah macam mana Puan Nazirah actually dia akan tunjuk contoh modul dia, how she put together all these things very nicely, so you will get clearer idea. Saya juga nak jemput nanti Dr. Emma dari School of Management, nak tunjuk satu contoh dia punya workflow, macam mana dia create video content dia. Yang ini semua orang boleh buat walaupun kita duduk kat rumah ni. Kalau MCO sampai Disember, kalau kita tak boleh pergi USM sampai Disember tahun ni, kita masih boleh buat video. So Dr. Emma akan tunjukkan, ya. So no excuse, boleh buat juga. Okay, this is another example how we can look at how we can structure from the course into the module. Okay, so just take this example from this link. So your course, you have goal, objectives, strategies, assessment plan for student, course content, schedule, syllabus, online course layout, feedback plan. Okay, tapi ini the whole course lah. So when we break up into module, all these element, some of these element should be there also in the module. Yeah. So this is how at the course level, yeah, at the course level. This one is actually the example that I take from MOOC sebenarnya, ya. So when you go to the module, so this is one example of how it looks like. Then you have all this information at the module level, course synopsis or module synopsis or description, learning outcome for that particular module. Dalam contoh yang kita bagi tadi, dalam course mapping kita ada module learning outcome, MILO, not MILO, MLO, micro learning outcome. So it will be shown here like this. Then when you go into the lesson in the module, so this is one example how it looks like lah. Okay, you have some content, text, then you have a video, then you have activity to support. This is the common element of any online module, yeah, ataupun course. You have content, you have activities. You can have more higher order thinking level, HOTS in Bloom taxonomy, by doing by creating activities like problem-based learning, scenario-based learning, challenge-based learning, problem-solving kind of activities that requires students to apply their critical thinking. Yeah, you can have activity like forum. So this is where the students would have interaction in the module. Okay, itu je sebenarnya, bukan banyak-banyak pun. I think at this point, I rasa I will invite Dr. Intan untuk share macam mana dia orang punya pendekatan yang dia buat di nursing group Kemudian saya akan jemput Puan Nazirah pula untuk share dia punya modul yang telah dia buat setakat ini, di mana dia menggabungkan elemen-elemen yang tadi saya tunjukkan, elemen-elemen yang ini di dalam modul dia, ya. Dan Dr. Intan juga akan menunjukkan macam mana dia structurekan daripada satu kursus kepada modul, dan daripada CPD program dia tu, daripada satu program kepada modul-modul yang apa ni. So, saya rasa at this point boleh invite Dr. Idiana kot ya, Dr. Intan ya. Intan boleh ya? Intan?
Ya, Prof. Sekarang ke, Prof?
Ya. So,
boleh.
Can you share your screen?
Okay.
Atau saya kena stop sharing dulu?
Prof, kena stop dulu.
Okay, saya dah stop sharing dah.
Macam mana, Prof? Saya ambil dekat share tu.
Ada nampak button share tak?
Nampak.
So share screen ya. Pilih yang pertama sekali, share screen, senang sikit.
Share screen. Okay, share screen.
Dr. Intan dah nak on webcam ke?
Okay, boleh.
Dia nak kenal Dr. Intan.
Sekarang Prof nampak ke saya punya
okay, nampak. Nampak.
Okay.
Ya. Okay, bagi full screen.
Okay. Nampak ke, Prof?
Nampak. So boleh teruskan.
Nak pergi tempat tadi, tak ingat. Nak pergi balik dekat kita punya ni. Macam mana saya nak pergi balik dekat ni, Prof? Dekat yang min tadi. Menu.
Menu tu mungkin sebelah atas tu kena letak cursor.
Atas, okey.
Cursor.
Okey. Sekejap, saya nak pergi dekat saya punya.
Sembunyi.
Itulah.
Bila letak cursor dekat atas tu baru dia muncul.
Okey, sebab biasa guna empty, itulah. Sekejap cuma saya nak pergi balik dekat tempat tadi tu, tak tahu. Okey, sekejap.
Dr. Intan nak tunjuk apa, PowerPoint ke?
PowerPoint. Okey.
PowerPoint
Ni nampak dah PowerPoint kan? Okey, jumpa dekat atas. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okey, clear ke, Prof? Suara?
Boleh, tapi kalau boleh lebih clear lagi dekat dengan mikrofon tu.
Saya dekatkan sikit. Okey, Prof. Okey. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you Prof Karim for inviting us, me as a representative from nursing team, to present our micro-credential module, but to share our experience. But actually we are not finishing yet our module. We just in the progress of developing our module, so we just sharing what we are going now and our progress, Prof. Okay, we are nursing team from Pusat Pengajian Sains Kesihatan, and these are our nursing micro-credential module. And our main micro-credential module, the main purpose we develop is focusing on the for CPD point, not from what Prof Karim introduced, that we can, the purpose of micro-credential module, we can for academic program and for CPD, but we choose, because we are in the professional body, we choose to embark this micro-credential module for CPD point for nurses in private sector, internal USM nurses, and also in the government, because we have about 100,000 of nurses in Malaysia. and they are searching for CPD point for APC, annual practice. Okay. Even though we can use this micro-credential module for our potential target, we can also use for our teaching and learning, because this more type of skill-based module. And also we can, and also one of the purpose we develop, we hope can generate income for our university and apply for IP copyright. And for next level, we plan to target for international nurses to use this module, and also for educate the public mainly. Okay, these are our 7 micro-credential module that we plan to publish at September 2020. We have 7 micro-credential module, and in this square, mainly this is a theory based, majority is theory based, and 1, 2, 3, 4 is practical, more to skill based. Okay, I would like and proudly to introduce my group, because we are in nursing team, we are all interested to do our micro-credential module. However, we need to focus to publish only 7, because this is our first experience. We don't have any experience published micro-credential, and this is the first time. So we focus on the 7 micro-credential module, and we SBC target to publish in September 2020. And I want to introduce my team for group nursing first version. For next, we will coming the second, third, and fourth version. This is the first version. Okay, this one module with 2 authors. Okay, second module, okay, third module, fourth, 6. Oh, sorry. Actually 7 module, not 8 module. Okay, this is one author. Okay. Okay.
All ladies, Dr. Intan.
Yes.
All ladies.
Yeah, all
ladies team.
Yeah, ladies. Only one man. Yeah. And we want to share, because we not yet publish all our modules, so we just can share how we embark and starting this module from the first step until May. Okay, so how we can embark on developing this micro-credential module. Okay, we realized that we need these steps in developing our nursing micro-credential module. Okay, we have 4 steps. Okay, we go one by one. Prof, ada background noise.
Please mute the microphone.
Okay. Okay. So I will share one by one. The first step is when we want to start the micro-credential module. First, we inform the CDE team, and we develop our micro-credential nursing teams. Okay, meet our nursing micro-credential team. Yeah, of course, we get advice and guide direct from director CDE, and our dean, support by our dean, our chairperson, Dr. Azidah, and me in this program, because we are not solely focused on the micro-credential. We are lecturers and tutors nursing. So our chairperson give responsible to me and my colleagues, Puan Nazirah, to handle and lead this team. And these all those interested in our team who will embark for the second and third version of micro-credential. And we get help from CDE, like Prof said. We can get all online from CDE website. They have developed checklists. And the second step, after we form our micro-credential team, we establish our module framework, because we want to use what model to help us develop the module. So we adapt the AD model. It has 5 phase and it's approved to be the effective online learning to develop online learning module. Okay, we use EDI models because it's a rigorous method, and because we also realize that we must focus for our aim, because our aim is to our Micro-credential module is for CPD point and been recognized by nurses in Malaysia and by our professional body. So we must make sure that our module have a high CQI quality index and has a rigorous method. So we apply the EDI models. And from the EDI models, we integrate with our flowchart and what we want to do until the end. So we develop our own flowchart according to EDI model. So this is the first phase, second, third, and fourth. Look complicated, but if we follow it rigorously, hopefully the outcome will be a high quality index. Okay, based on other literature. Okay. So the first phase, we establish the learning outcome of each module. Similar with the when we want to do micro-credential for academic program, that we call it as what Prof? Master, the matrix, what we call it, Prof? Course mapping for academic course mapping. But in CPD or on CPD point, we call it as learning outcome. Okay, interchangeable, can use either one. We use it learning outcome. We establish learning outcome for each module, and each module we review it in our team, because we are the expert in nursing part. So we review all the learning outcomes. Then we go to the next phase, that is design. After learning outcome is established and reviewed, we proceed to develop the storyboard, design the storyboard of this module. And after develop the storyboard, we send for content validation from a panel, expert panel, and then review by technical committee. After that, we for the third phase, we transfer the content and storyboard to the prototype. Okay, this is a prototype Micro-credential module that will be put it in the open learning platform. Okay. Then again, we evaluate this prototype Micro-credential module by our stakeholder. We will invite our professional body, Lembaga Jururat Malaysia, pengarah from KKM, and expert from external. If you can look that in the storyboard, when we do in storyboard, we only get the internal validation, the content expert only from USM, the doctors and the nurses who are expert in that area. But we also have another validation during the third phase. After we develop the prototype, we'll be invite our stakeholder to review again our module that is on open learning. And then we do a pilot test, because our target user is the nurses. So we need to do a pilot test to test the feasibility and how to improve. Is it they can accept our module? Then the last phase implementation will be published in open learning platform, and we will get feedback from the user. Okay, now we are in this phase. Okay, some of our module are in the storyboard development, and some of them are in the prototype development. Okay, the next phase, we create module milestone. Okay, because our target by VC, we need to, by hook, by crook, right, Prof. Karim, we need to publish in September, even though MCO or not MCO. So we need to plan accurately according to our milestone, and we put here the challenges and also the achievement, because we want to see and modify either we are able to achieve that target. As example, during March, we put here that we have teaching and learning session, we have vetting. So we try to adjust what we can do in this month and what we have achieved. And also this, we create our timeline so that we can publish in September. This is before MCO. That phase 1, we analyze, storyboard, prototype, and implement. Okay. As you can see that actually we plan our storyboard will finish develop on March, and our prototype will start on April. However, because of MCO, okay, the storyboard development had been extended until May, because some of us still in developing phase of storyboard. Okay, and we need to modify that. We need to shorten the duration of development of prototype module from April to August. We plan from April to August, about 5 months to develop this prototype module. But because of MCO and because the instruction from VC that we must publish on September, so we modified to make it shorter, maybe around 3 to 4 months. We need to publish. Okay, we need to develop all this prototype. So we modified and we make a discussion and decision about strategy how to overcome this issue. First, we proceed to next phase, means we just keep moving. The 7 module we not run simultaneously. Those who have finished and complete first, they go to next phase. We not wait to the others to work in simultaneous phase. So this is our strategy to make sure that we can publish on September. The second strategy, we invite CDA team to review our module during technical meeting. Actually, we will invite CDA during our external validation, maybe August. But because the time is shorter, we invite CDA team to review our module during technical meeting in earlier phase. And we try to limit subcontract to technical team. Even though we have our technical team in Micro-credential, that is from UCAS and BPKT, and also from help from medical educationists, but we think we cannot depend on them. So we try, because we have been, because Prof Karim have taught us during the workshop how to use. Generally, this is the software for interactive software in the module. Some of us and majority of us try to use it, and they subscribe by their own self. So we about the interactive content, we can do it by ourselves, but we need subcontract to our technical team in terms of shooting and photography, because we want the quality of the picture and the video. And then we realize that the main part, we need support group. Okay? Because this is first experience to us, and it's a bit challenging because we are nursing, equipped with nursing skill and not IT people and not tech savvy also. It's quite challenging for us to continue within a shorter of time to develop all this within a minimum time. So I think the support group is really help in our group. Okay, that is the last part. We establish support group. Okay. Alhamdulillah, we have a very great support group. We call it Nursing Micro-credential Support Group. We have Micro-credential nursing teams, that is our team. And we also at the main campus, they also have developed Micro-credential committee. And here in school health science also, we have developed Micro-credential committee in USM, and we have technical committee. Okay, these as I told you, these are our Micro-credential team. And this we have formed at the early January Micro-credential committee USM that we lead by our campus, advice from Prof Karim and also VC. I think this is very helpful for us because we have our challenges in terms of technical skill. So from this committee, we have UKAS, we have MOOC people in medical education and also PPKT. Prof Karim, ada gangguan daripada ada masuk Roshima tak silap. Okey. Okay, dia masuk nama dia. Roshima ni dia masuk nama dekat sini speaking.
Masuk ke mana tu?
Masuk keluar dekat saya punya ni nama dia tengah speaking.
Oh ya.
Okay. Roshima Syam. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Okay. Next, we also develop our Micro-credential Technical Committee Nursing PSK, also led by Director CDE, and we also invite Puan Halimatu CDE who start with us, facilitate us in our Micro-credential module, and this is our team. We call it as Technical Committee Team. Okay, Dr. Muhammad Rizal and his team, Cik Nariman, PPKT and UKAS. This team will help us in developing our prototype. In shooting, UKAS and PPKT about our banner. Okay, and we have a meeting just 2 days before. We have our first meeting with one module that will be presented by Puan Nazirah after this. We evaluate this module and we discuss how this module we go to technical part. And we also have Micro-credential Committee USM in the main campus. That this meeting, all PTJ need to present their progress of Micro-credential module every month starting from January, that lead by VC and all the leader here. And I think this very helpful us in our progress, because or if we have any problem in terms of technical, in terms of budget, we just voice out here and they will settle all our problem. And that's why I say that the support group is very important for us to move on. Okay. And also this is our progress. Our module is just to until 20 May. Okay, we have, this is a module that we have 7 to 7 finish our milestone and flow chart and learning outcome, or we call it as okay, yang cost mapping. Okay, cost mapping, we finish all 7 module reviewed. And storyboard development, 7 of our module all in storyboard development completed, and some of them still not completed. And we apply because of MCO, we managed to apply only 3 IP copyright for our storyboard. And content expert validated, 4 modules have gone to content expert validated. Technical mapping only 1 module. And prototype 3 module. Stakeholder review still none of us. And achievement. Okay, this I want to share because I think for us, we need some motivation or something to boost our spirit, to keep our momentum in a positive way, keep us moving, because it's quite a long journey for us from January, and will be published only September. And I think we need boost or motivation during the long journey. So we make sure in each phase we develop we achieve something to reward us. Milestone, okay, milestone or achieve something to reward us. Okay, example achievement in phase 1 assessment. Okay, we have developed our flowchart and we apply for copyright, IP copyright in March. Okay, in the early this is our number copyright, and we involve all our team in this flowchart copyright for IP copyright, including our technical team. So we all feel motivated to move on. Okay, for our satisfaction and also for our school KPI. Okay, these are for flowchart, IP flowchart. Okay, these are our cover flowchart, we name it as simple infographic for module developer, online nursing micro-credential module. This is our IP number, and these are all the contribution of the, including the technical person. Okay, these are our flowchart that we apply for IP. And achievement in phase 2, what we plan for phase 2, we also want to get something reward for us to boost our motivation to move forward. Okay, we hired somebody to create a professional looking cover storyboard. Okay, actually when this cover created, we are not completed fulfill the content is in this storyboard, but when the beautiful, for us this is a beautiful and professional looking cover for storyboard, it makes us to complete the content in this storyboard. Okay, this storyboard for jom cuci luka, suntikan insulin, penjagaan kaki diabetik, okay, prinsip surgical di Dewan Bedah, okay, suntikan intraotot, penyusuan susu ibu bekerja, and the last is peralatan asas intubasi. And after we finish, we completed the story, all the content in storyboard, we apply for IP, copyright. However, because of MCO, we managed to apply only 3 out of 7 modules for our IP copyright. Okay, we will continue after MCO release. And next achievement we plan for phase 3. Okay, we will apply for 7 IP copyright for the prototype development. Okay, now still not completed. Okay, for that, thank you, Prof. And maybe I can hand pass over to Nazirah to present her module, Prof.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Intan. I think it's very obvious. Everyone can see your nursing team has been, you approach this project very systematically, very well designed, and well executed. How I see this thing actually, it all boils down to the commitment, highly committed team members, and most importantly, the leader, in this case, Dr. Intan, actually is the one that really put in all the effort to push all the team members to work according to the timeline. I think that's the secret. Because I've been following in the WhatsApp group for this nursing group. I can see the vibrant discussion. Kadang-kadang sampai tak sempat baca. The discussion is always ongoing because they want to keep the momentum going. That's the secret. They keep the momentum going even during the MCO, while a lot of people are busy with a lot of things. But remember the BC kata, the Hemingway words, don't mistake motion for action. So sometimes we need to be careful with that. So the key point that I want to highlight from Dr. Intan Diana presentation is the systematic approach. Yeah, systematic approach, and the stick to the timeline, and not giving excuses, but any issues that they face, they bring to the committee, to the technical committee in the campus kesihatan, and also to the Jatan Kuasa Indo, and we try to address all those issues. So thank you very much, Dr. Intan.
Yeah, and of course, Prof, about the support group we have, it was a great support group, including our deans and our head department. They release us for the task. All in our program, we have a lot of tasks as a lecturer, but because we want to focusing on the micro-credential, we got released from our head department to do focus in this micro-credential about 2 weeks before, and it's a great pleasure for us, and with the support from Prof and all the support group when we have problem. It's always they have something. Prof you said, and Prof will give the suggestion. If we have problem, we can direct to the Prof, and it's one of our tips that we can share to all. And another Prof, maybe take home message that I can voice out here to other lecturers. I think if we a nurse lecturer, a nursing team who have experience or not tech savvy, but we are in nursing skill, can just do it our Micro-credential module. I think most of the lecturer here who have tech savvy or in IT, expert in IT, then they can do it well, Prof. Excellent from us, and they can do in shorter time compared to us. Take longer time to develop the prototype, especially. Yes, Prof.
I remember the first bengkel, the first workshop, I was worried. I was worried because I saw that in terms of the technical level that you have, but you rise to the challenge. I challenge you all to just do it. Just do it, and you rise to that challenge. Congratulations, Dr. Intan. I think that would give hopefully motivation and inspiration to all of us here to follow your model, and you set a benchmark there. So thank you very much once again, Dr. Intan, and let me now invite Puan Nazirah now to show the module itself. Puan Nazirah, okay ke? Kemudian selepas ini kita akan jemput Dr. Emma pula untuk tunjukkan in terms of content creation. Kita tunjuk satu contoh macam mana dia boleh create a video only at home, ya. So Puan Nazirah, thank you for being here, and you can share your screen.
Okay.
Maybe you want to introduce yourself, Puan Nazirah.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and selamat tengah hari. Okay. My name is Nazirah. I'm a nursing tutor for the Diploma Nursing Program. I'm a nurse before in Hospital USM. I just joined the PPSK last year in in July. So and Prof Karim came to PPSK for this Micro-credential program in September, if I'm not mistaken. After Prof Karim gave us all the information, then I started to do my Micro-credential. And can I start to share my screen now, Prof?
Ya, boleh.
Okay.
Belum setahun lagi kan, Puan Nazirah?
Ya.
Belum sampai setahun lagi ya?
Yes.
See? So.
Nak tambah sikit, Prof?
Ya, sila.
Walaupun Nazirah dia tak sampai setahun as a tutor in PPSK, but she is experienced as a midwife more than berapa years, Nazirah?
20 years.
20 years as a more than 20 years, right? More than?
Wow.
10 years.
10 years in midwifery, and what the content in this Micro-credential module is based on her experience and also from their master course. Right.
Ini mesti laku punya lah ni. Yang buat ni.
Okay, can I start now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, first, I have two things to present today. This is what we call a storyboard, and the other one is online OL platform, the Micro-credential module. Firstly, I'll go through this storyboard very quickly. This is the storyboard. Okay, this is the title of my Micro-credential module. This is actually an early breastfeeding session after delivery, and this module is focusing to is developed to purposely to the staff to the healthcare providers. Okay, this is the content of this storyboard. As an introduction, how I picked the topic. This topic is extracted from national breastfeeding national policy, and also recommended by WHO. This is the step 4 of the policy. Because of this, why I choose this topic, because this policy is used by most of hospitals in Malaysia. Hospital that was recognized with a baby-friendly hospital will use this policy, and of course they have to know about the information about this topic, this step 4. This is the banner for my OL platform, and this is a thumbnail. Actually, this banner and thumbnail will be created by the CDAE and PPKT using a standard the standard banner for USM as a okay. This is my target group.
Puan Nazirah.
Bagus.
Okay. Tadi macam
Okay.
screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Okay. This is my target group. Consultant and breastfeeding counselor, obstetrician and pediatrician, and also medical officers for ONG and pediatric, nurses, midwifery, and nurses in the public health sector. So they can they have connection. I mean, they have to know this knowledge. Firstly, for their own usage, and maybe for the health education for their patient. In this storyboard, I also explain about equipment that should be used to use this micro-credential, the strength of this module, the cost and marketing. This is under CDAE and also our program PPSK in PPSK. Okay, this is the cost map. Actually, this is the second draft edited because I have presented this module to the expert content, and I have done some editing. So this is the second one. This is the course learning outcome. This is our lesson plan. Actually, we need this lesson plan before we develop a micro-credential module, because this is we can plan here how many topics that we want to include in the module, and what is the objective for each topic, what is the content for each topic, and this one can come out later, because to develop learning method for each topic, you have to know a bit about what apps you want to use. Genially, for me, I use mostly Genially, Screencast-O-Matic, and Canva. Okay, I just use these 3 apps for the whole module. I have landing page, home, topic 1, topic number 2. This is the pages or subtopic of the inside the topic. Okay, now topic number 3, learning activity 1 is a quiz. Yes.
Nazirah, can I interrupt about the lesson plan, Prof? If we just want to explain that this lesson plan, if we want to do a micro-credential module for academic purposes, we call it similar to course mapping. But for CPD, it's much simpler because we no need to put the SLT or the transfer credit. We just put like a Nazirah slide. Okay?
Yeah. Nazirah? That's why I mentioned for the CPD non-academic program, the SLT is not very rigid.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. For me, developing this module, micro-credential module is like we are, producing a book. So this micro-credential module is like a book So we have to try to make it fun and easier for the students to learn. Okay. Topic number 5, I continue. And the last one is quiz number 2. Okay. This is the landing page. This is a video MP4. I created this video using Genially and also Screencast-O-Matic. So this template is already there in the Genially. Okay, just now I read in the comment, someone asking about the cost. Of course, actually we have a lot of apps out there, and most of them is free. But if you want to, if you want more template, better template, then you have to subscribe. So I choose to subscribe all these 3 apps: Canva, Genially, and Screencast-O-Matic, because there's a lot of advantages by subscribing the apps. I spent almost 500 okay, for the 3 apps, but I didn't buy the apps in 1 month. For me, it worth, because we can use this app for 1 year, and we can create so many more modules that we want to create. And according to Prof. Karim, USM will consider to reimburse if we able to generate. I mean, from the income generation.
I will make sure we reimburse.
Initially, I don't really think about the reimbursement. I just subscribe because for me it's worth, because it's not just to develop a micro-credential module. We can use these apps also to enhance. I mean to help in delivering our lecture to our students, because this app is very interactive and very interesting. Okay, this is a video, 1.45 minutes. And this landing page is actually the first page that a student will see if they want to, before they subscribe or before they decide to pay for our module. So this page is very important to attract them. Okay, I put here the 5 topics that was included in my module, in the module. Then some a bit promotion here. Okay, at the landing page also we have course blurb, course introduction, outcome summary, and okay. In this module, I highlighted the word evidence-based practice, because the word evidence-based practice in nursing especially is quite popular term, and it's about getting the knowledge from the research finding. This is my expert content, because I'm not the expert, the most expert in this field, so I need a content expert to evaluate my module, evaluate the content, and to improve in terms of content. Prof. Zahra is international breastfeeding counselor. Prof. Hazrina is obstetrician and also an author for DBP books. Prof. Nosawani is a pediatrician, and Ms. Rosita is a lactation counselor. This is the learning activities, the guideline, how the student will go inside the module, step by step. This is the home page. This is the welcoming text that I have. Never mind, we will see better in the platform later on. Okay. And this is the information of the author, me and myself. Because I have quite a number of wording here, so I put it inside a video, so that is optional. If they want to view, then they can press the on button. Then if not, they just can skip this one. This is very important part also, to not to show off, but to convince them that we are sharing something that we know, because for me that related to this topic.
Yeah, this one actually, as you say, it's not to show off, but actually to establish credibility. You know, credibility to the experts for this subject. Yeah.
Okay. I included here regarding my working experience, and I also wrote books for related to breastfeeding. I have 3 books with Dewan Bahasa Pustaka and also 1 book with penerbit USM Penang. I started to write books since 2010, and the latest one is 2015 and published in 2017. Okay, I also involved in the research related to breastfeeding for since my undergraduate, and also involved in PhD student as a co-researcher, and also my master program, master degree research. This is the objective. A bit quotes here. Okay, page number 1. I'll go through very quickly because we will see all this in the platform. Delay.
Yeah, the delay.
Okay. Okay. This one is the details of what have been written in this slide. So we write here. It looks like a big things lah. Maybe you thought that this is a very heavy work to do lah, because so many things, because this is a 80 pages storyboard. But this one is just we say after we develop these learning activities, then we save it as a JPEG file, then we put it here. This is the learning activities, and the content is just type in here back. That's all. We don't have to add other points. Okay, this is the video also. This is a genially interactive learning activities. A lot of cartoons, so that yeah, it suit my style good.
The subject matter. And also the subject matter, you know, that's why.
Yeah. Okay. Can we just go to the open learning?
Sure.
Right. This is the open learning platform. This is the topic. This is the home page.
Tak keluar lagi.
Lag Nazirah, lag.
Okay.
So the storyboard, so you have shown just now is actually the storyboard, right?
Yes, Prof.
Your storyboard is very well done, very well designed. Then from here, from that storyboard to the actual course in the platform, right?
Actually, that's the correct things to do, but mine is the other way around. I have to, yes, I have to find an appropriate template first, then only I can insert the content.
Okay.
So, yeah, because some people, they have to work at the storyboard first, try to develop the content, then find out the template. But for me, I have to find template first, then only I can I will know what is to include in the content.
Okay, it's more backward kind of
yeah.
approach. Okay.
Sometimes backward, sometimes forward. Okay.
Body.
Can you see the platform?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Okay, this is the home page. I put some welcoming words here, and also the definition of the topics. And this is words from WHO to actually to strengthen the decision of the importance of the importance of these topics, because according to WHO, is very few infant was being initiated with breastfeeding. So I also highlighted here the word evidence-based practice, because after this, the student will see a lot of referencing, a lot of finding from research. Okay, this is the content, and this is the objective. This is the module. This is the video. I just okay. Okay. Can you see, Prof?
Ya, baru keluar.
Lag sikit Nazirah kan. Tapi dengar.
So that's all for the introduction of the author. So I don't want to put everything in front of this page, so I hide it in this video. Okay. Now we will go to the landing page.
Lambat betul kan dia punya ni.
Okay. Can see, Prof?
Keluar lagi landing page. Dia ada lag. Teruk betul lagnya ni. Jauh kau kat Kelantan sana.
Okay.
Okay, nampak video. Okay, nampak.
Alright.
Dah keluar landing page lah.
Alright, this is the landing page. I'll show this video later on. This is what we have in this landing page. Introduction about the topics, the objective, the word evidence-based practice that we want to highlight, the expert, content expert. Can see?
Yeah.
All right, I'll start this.
Yes. Intro video.
This is the intro video. It's about 1.45 minutes. Actually, this is non-edited yet. We have to put the introduction, maybe a USM logo, and ending something like there must be an introduction and ending part of this video. Okay.
Ini Puan Nazirah buat sendiri kan?
Yes. This is using Genially and also Screencast-O-Matic. The template is from Genially, and I screencast it using Screencast-O-Matic and put inside the music. So we have to choose an appropriate music.
Genially Puan Nazirah belajar sendiri ke?
Yes, I explore myself.
Alhamdulillah.
Of course, with the guide from Prof when you came in PPSK.
Saya tunjuk sikit je.
Then we just explore.
Yang lain orang explore.
Yeah. This is the first topic.
Gambar semua cantik. Ada isu copyright kah, Puan Nazirah? Saya nak you sebut sikit pasal tu.
This there is no copyright issue because all this image I get from Canva, either Canva, Genially, or Genially have no picture image. Okay, have, and Screencast-O-Matic, because I subscribe these apps. Then they provide thousands of image that suit my requirement. So I don't think there will be copyright issue.
No, because it's part of the subscription. So berbaloi lah kan subscribe tu.
Well, because a lot of image that you can get you cannot get that image from open access. That's why subscription is worth it. Okay. Yes.
Gambar baby Asia je lah yang tak banyak kan.
Okay. This is my friend. She got triplet, so I asked permission from her.
Okay, good.
Okay. I put here the learning time is about 15 to 20 minutes to finish these 3 topics. Okay. We go to the first one.
So you put the duration in there, masa pembelajaran 15 hingga 20 minit. Yeah, good.
Actually, total learning time for this module is about 1.5 hours.
Okay.
1 hour 20 minutes maximum.
Okay, great.
Okay. This is the page for topic number 1. We have some image here and some definition here and why the baby needs breast milk. Okay, some text here and I highlighted certain important points, and the most important points I put inside this image to highlight more. This image is I get from Canva. I created this image from Canva. In Canva, they have a lots of template. This is, if I'm not mistaken, a template for Facebook ads or Facebook. So yeah, I think this is appropriate for my requirement because this is looks like a banner, so it suits my page. So I choose that template. And also some wording here. And this is actually this is a PowerPoint. I recorded my voice and put some music. So I will play this one now. 15 saranan Pertubuhan Kesihatan Sedunia World Health Organization atau WHO berkaitan memulakan dan menjayakan penyusuan susu ibu. Saranan ini boleh didapati di dalam artikel yang bertajuk Kelahiran. Saranan 2. Semua ibu harus diberi sokongan. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot of image here. If we are going to get this image from, our local people, I don't think they will allow us to take a snap photo during this kind of condition. I mean, during the delivery time. So it's very difficult to get a photo like this. So untuk memulakan penyusuan secepat mungkin setelah kelahiran. But we need this image to to make our explanation better.
Illustrate the point.
Yeah. All right. And I put here some space for the students to share their thoughts, their image, their video, and link or file. Then, so if they have something to say or something to share with other students, then they can put it here. Okay.
For those who are not familiar with open learning, so this is one example like what Puan Nazirah is showing now. Where that part of interactivity, the interaction, after they watch the video, you can get them to post questions or give feedback, answer questions, share resources, and so on. Yeah.
Okay. Or maybe I would like to show this page. This is a topic, benefits of breastfeeding for babies. Okay, this one, I just put some quotes here. And this is genially. And a bit wording here and also some quotes here. So they can spend their own time. If you see here, there is very minimal wording here. But we hide this thing inside, behind the word. So we can write so many things, but we hide this to make sure that this page will not looks very heavy for the students. So this is for them to explore themselves. Okay. some cartoon here maybe suit with the topic of benefits to children, of breastfeeding to children. And okay. This template, I think this is a premium template. I subscribe generally for student plan. It's about 67 ringgit or something, if I'm not mistaken. And I got 10 premium templates. Premium template is a lot of I mean the illustration, the movement like this are better template than a free one. Okay, for the topic of breastfeeding for mothers, I just put some words here. I don't want to make every page looks heavy for the students. So this is quite, very light page. Okay, this is a video. Okay, they can read this information inside this video, or they just go down and read from this image. So I wrote everything here, just everything inside is the same inside the video. So they have two choices. Okay, benefits of breastfeeding to mothers is quite, common thing. So I make it scientific, so I put some reference here, and this benefits is according to research finding.
I remember Puan Nazirah asked me a question in the WhatsApp group, how to embed genially. So you were the one who asked the question, right, Puan Nazirah? How to embed genially in open learning. So I had to figure out actually, because I at that point actually I haven't tried. So I had to figure out. Then if I remember correctly, I did a short video showing how to embed the genially in open learning, and then see how much you have come. In terms of at this point, you know how to do it, everything. So just with a little guidance.
Yes, if we know how to do something, then for me, I took this about 6 months to understand everything. But when of course, because of limited time, we have to teach also, with other tasks to do also. When we arrive at the stage that we know everything, then everything just can be done very, very quickly. In one day, you can finish one topic or something like that. So we just have to bear with, we have to be patient to try to explore this thing.
Oh, yeah. You need a lot of passion. A lot.
In the end, you'll be happy with what you have done.
Yeah. Okay. Kalau macam ni, Institut Jururawat Malaysia mesti nak punya. Kan?
Hopefully, insyaAllah.
Kita doa-doa, yes.
Okay. In this page, I just put genially learning activities and also a bit instruction here. That's all. Because certain pages they are quite heavy, but this one is very light. Just press here. I think this is not a premium template. This is a free template, if I'm not mistaken. We can hide wordings here, text here, so many things we can write, but we can hide to prevent it's crumble in one page. Okay. So this information actually, these learning activities allow the student to explore themselves. So maybe they will just want to know, oh, okay, I want to know more. Then they just put the cursor at the button, then it will come by itself. Okay. This is the free template, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I'll go to the next. Okay, this topic is quite heavy because there's a video here. I put here about 8 to 10 minutes for them to learn this about this topic. Okay, a bit quotes here. Then photo we cannot get in open access. I mean free photo like in Pixabay or Unsplash, because I think this one I get from Canva, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, this is the video recording. I edited this video using Screencast-O-Matic. The best part of subscribing Screencast-O-Matic, they provided us with free videos. So you can see here, this is a baby and her mother. This is a free video, and also free images. Okay. Sekarang kita akan bincangkan tentang tajuk apakah kepentingan. Please ignore the quality of this video. Okay, I recorded this video at home during this MCO, of course, with very minimal resources. I only bought a ring light from Shopee, and I just stay at the wall of inside a room in my house. Then I recorded using this web camera only. The quality is not melakukan sentuhan kulit ke kulit antara ibu dan bayi. Semasa dalam kandungan, bayi mendapat kehangatan dan suhu badan dari suhu badan ibu. Dia mendapat makanan, bekalan makanan dari plasenta. The best thing about Screencast-O-Matic also, actually we can put overlay some images that suit appropriate with what we are talking about. So better. I think that's better for the student to imagine what we are talking about. Dan rasa selamat kerana dia berada di dalam rahim ibu apabila bayi lahir, and also for me to sustain their attention to watch until the end of the video.
Puan Nazirah, mungkin ni boleh tunjuk quiz, how do you do how what's your quiz looks like?
Okay, this is I have two quizzes. This one is using Genially free version, free template. The thing about free template is there's limitation. We only can include 5 questions in one quiz. So
Nazirah slow sikit sebab lagging. Masih kat video lagi ni. Jadi Nazirah cakap tu slow sikit. Sebab dia masih dekat video lagi tak habis.
Lagging dia teruk sangat. Tak keluar lagi quiz ni. Ni baru ada quiz.
Okay, keluar dah. Start baru start.
Alright. Okay, this quiz is actually to test the knowledge, their understanding for the topic 1, 2, and 3. So this is a free template. We can change the background. So if they answer it wrong, then something like this will come up. And if they answer it right, so maybe quite fun lah for the student, I think. Okay. So I have to put here 2 quizzes, because 5 questions for the first one, and this one is another 5 questions. Okay, we go to the next quiz. Okay, boleh nampak dah?
Okay.
Boleh nampak?
Nampak yang betul right. Yang tu tak? Betul tanda right.
Oh, tak. Dah masuk second quiz dah.
Thank you. Sepatutnya muka depan dia apa?
Adakah anda telah mempelajari tajuk 4 dan tajuk 5?
Oh, belum keluar lagi. Saya kat jalan jam tu daripada Kelantan ni.
Okey, keluar dah. Keluar dah ni.
Kelantan ramai orang balik. Okay. Okay, this is the second quiz. I put some wording here because not questions inside in this quiz is not everything is inside this module. So they have to this is about to test their knowledge. But okay, you see this video. This is a free video from Pixabay. It's just as an accessory for this page. Okay. Can see this quiz, Prof? Suara susu ibu?
Belum.
Tak lagi. Masih di ujian.
Baru nak keluar.
Video kah? Video buku?
Tak. Ya, dah turun dah.
Okay, tak lagi.
Oh, tak lagi.
Slowly. Okay. Penyusuan susu ibu.
Alright, this quiz is a premium template. Okay, I show you the best about this quiz. There's sound there. Okay.
Ini apa tu?
If the student answer it wrong, then the sound will come out. They have to try again.
Okay.
So if they answer it right, then I'll give some explanation here. This is the extra knowledge out of the something that have inside the text. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, very interesting lah. Because maybe it breaks the boredom. I mean, if you're bored, then this will help to entertain lah for me lah. Okay, I think.
Tunjuk.
Tak ada dah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
that's all.
Thank you very much, Puan Nazirah.
Prof, I want to say something. Okay, about the storyboard. Actually, that is an optional thing to do. But the advantage of having the storyboard is, number one, is serve as a guideline for us. Number two is if we want to have an expert review content for the content, we have to have something that can be viewed by them. They cannot access to our platform, so we have to have a document, something like this storyboard, for them to review every single words that have in our module. And number three, also for IP application. So this is something good about that. And the other thing is my opinion about developing this micro-credential module. I think that is easier than writing a book. I have an experience of writing books. In order to produce a 200 pages book, manuscript for a 200 pages books, maybe you need more than 6 months, maybe up to 1 year, because it's quite difficult and wait to have more ideas. But for this micro-credential module, you just need to have a few information, and the template is already there. You just use it and choose and use. That's all. I think hopefully after this I can produce more module, because I can understand on how the flow is. I think that's all from now. Thank you very much, Prof.
Yeah, thank you very much, Puan Nazirah, Dr. Intan. In fact, actually, Puan Nazirah, I nampak you punya storyboard tu dengan bahan-bahan yang dah ada, you boleh expand a little bit more, then you can publish it as a book, actually, as a separate module, buku ataupun dalam bentuk e-book yang you boleh dapat the ISBN, everything. So from one effort ni, you boleh dapat macam-macam benda kan. You dapat IP, you boleh buat buku nanti, boleh buat e-book, you have a module, micro-credential. Dan yang paling penting saya rasa, I'm sure you feel this, in the process of doing it, you really explore, you really go deep into the subject matter, you really perah otak, you really perah otak nak tengok macam mana the best way to present your content, nak buat assessment, nak buat learning activity. So you punya kepakaran menjadi semakin mantap, semakin lama semakin mantap, betul tak?
Yeah, Prof. And alhamdulillah, because of this MCO, I can concentrate more on this.
MCO, okay. So kalau macam tu kita doa lah sampai hujung tahun ni lah MCO kita. Okay, those are still here. Ramai lagi ke kat sini? Oh, ya betul. Okay, ramainya.
Ada lagi Prof, ada.
Ingat dah ramai cabut dah. Tapi tujuan saya minta nursing team untuk tunjukkan ni, to give you all the idea, kalau betul-betul kita nak buat satu modul yang micro-credential program yang mantap, yang membawa image USM Apex yang hebat, kita tidak boleh compromise dari segi quality. Ya. Jadi memang perlu pengorbanan dari segi masa, dari segi usaha untuk kita plan dengan storyboardnya, dengan apanya, dengan begitu teliti. Dan bila kita buat video dan sebagai konten dalam bentuk video pun kita kena buat teliti. So saya nak ambil sekarang ni saya nak jemput Dr. Emma nak tunjuk satu contoh konten yang dalam bentuk video tu yang kita nak buat 5 minit, 10 minit tu. Tapi dalam keadaan di mana hari tu kita MCO sekarang ni, tapi Dr. Emma telah masih berjaya buat konten video. Dia tidak terhenti disebabkan MCO dengan cara dia yang tersendiri, ya. Mungkin sebelum saya jemput Dr. Emma, saya nak sekejap saya nak sharekan skrin saya. Ya. Sekejap Dr. Emma ya. Ini tadi yang Puan Nazirah sebut tadi, Januari ini, ya. Mohon siapa ada mikrofon, tolong mute mikrofon. Okey, Januari ini kalau kita pergi ke website dia macam-macam boleh buat ya. Januari ini actually boleh buat konten-konten dalam bentuk interaktif seperti contoh yang Puan Nazirah tunjukkan tadi lah, ya. So I will let you all explore. Okay, saya nak pergi ke YouTube sekejap, saya nak tunjuk Puan Dr. Emma punya video video Emma. So ini video yang terkini. Tunjuk ni contoh lah. Okay, so now saya nak minta Dr. Emma nak cerita sikit macam mana proses dia buat video ni. Ya, memang canggih lah nampak juga walaupun buat dengan pakai phone sahaja, ya, pakai phone sahaja. Cuba tengok ya. Wah, hebat tu, ya, hebat tu. Saya pun tak boleh buat ni. Okey.
Okey.
Nak share screen kan? Dia ada benda nak tunjuk kan?
Okey, boleh juga Prof.
Okey. Silakan. So terima kasih Dr. Emma. Dr. Emma adalah pensyarah Dr. Emma Izati, Emma Zull Izati kan, daripada Pusat Pengajian Pengurusan. Silakan Dr. Emma.
Okay, Assalamualaikum dan good actually Prof, I'm not that familiar with sharing, but I'll try. Okay. For those who haven't known me, okay, I am Emma Izati from School of Management under Dean Prof Nuazlina. Okay, alamak sekejap, Prof hilang dah mana pergi dia punya ni. Wait. Dah keluar ke?
Dah.
But and then I cannot see the wait. I cannot see the okay, tak apalah. Tak dekat mana I nak tengok the whole thing? Okay, di webcam ke?
Kena cursor tu kena gerakkan supaya nampak menu.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so this is my channel basically, and I call my channel as Emma Zull and Finance. actually I did not start with recording my face on it. I started with screencast-o-matic and those kind of things lah, ya, yang macam ni. But then later, terbiasalah kan, lama-lama macam boring. And then I try to do things yang lain pula. And then I try to do yang macam, if you're familiar with Facebook punya ni, macam in-show kind of thing. Kemudian I rasa macam tak berapa banyak view, because views for me is important, because niat kita untuk our intention to do all these things is to disseminate as much knowledge as we can to public. So if we cannot do some content that can attract many audience, then I rasa macam tak syok lah, tak puas. So and then I kata okay, never mind, I resort to YouTube style with face on it. Okay, so that's it lah. I'll try to do it. With the first one is this one, insurance companies, this one. And I was so surprised because the view melonjak sampai 206 views, which I think it captured my intention tadi lah. So alhamdulillah. And then subsequently I buat banyak lagi, and alhamdulillah the highest views came from content that have tips on it. For example, this one Prof Karim yang minta saya buat. First time buat video, tools and apps yang anda boleh guna. So you can view the YouTube if you think that you might want to learn on how to do all these things lah. Alright, now let's go to the process. Okay, this one. So sekejap saja, saya tak lama pun nak cerita pasal workflow. So this workflow for content creation, video recording YouTube, I bahagikan kepada 3 stages. The first one is pre-production, second on production, that is during production, and the third one is post-production. Alright, pre-production. Under pre-production, sorry?
Screen patut keluar.
Sorry, tak nampak
tak nampak.
Sekejap.
Point ke apa ni?
Sekejap, share content, I'll try balik. Okay. Can you see?
Baru keluar.
Okay. Alright. So again lah the pre-production, the on-production and post-production. Right, on pre-production, so the heaviest thing yang nak buat kat sini adalah script preparation. It means that drafting script. We have to be lain sikit from screencast-o-matic punya style, because screencast, it seems like macam we can read from the screen and people cannot see you. But when you do YouTube delivery with your face on it, you have to watch out with your facial expression, because one thing you nak buat adalah you want to convince people of your content. That is the most important thing. If you can convince people, convince the audience, then people can get the information. So the first thing that I did was script preparation. Script preparation bukan dalam bentuk formal, but dalam bentuk yang easy listening type. Alright, and then I type it in Google Doc and I practice it. Practice tak lama pun, 1 or 2 times only. Alright, the challenging here at this stage is transforming the content into delivery style which is friendly to viewer. And maklumlah kita ni semua kan pemalu belaka. So untuk menukar cara how to say, cara formal kita to informal on screen is not that easy. It needs practice lah. It needs practice. Alright, and then you can get ready on production. On production, the tools that I use is camera phone, just my camera phone. Ring light. Okay, so today Prof I tak guna ring light, so that's why you nampak muka I gelap kat sini. Tapi kalau YouTube video, I use ring light. And yes, you have to put lots of smile because people won't want to see a presenter yang muka stress. So put a smile. And then this one, teleprompter. Okay, teleprompter, I use nano teleprompter apps from Google Play. Okay, this helps me in terms of fluency in my cakap lah, talking lah kan. As I said before, sebenarnya kalau kita tak guna, if we do not use teleprompter, then you are going to do many takes. So penat untuk takes many times is quite tiring, and lama-lama you pun dah tak smile, you pun dah tak ada mood nak ni kan. So what you need to, so untuk menyelamatkan keadaan, so you use teleprompter. This one Prof Karim yang ajar. So if any of you didn't know teleprompter, okay, imagine that you tengok dekat TV, bulletin utama or berita, and the thing that the tools yang apa script naik ke atas tu. Okay, but then you cannot see as a viewer, you cannot see, but as a presenter you can see. That is the trick the trick lah kan. So use the teleprompter. There are many free teleprompter, but I found that the best one, nano teleprompter, and I pay about 16 ringgit, 16 ringgit saja one time download from Google Play. Alright.
Nak kena reimburse ke?
Dia kalau nak reimburse kena banyak lebih sikit. Okay, and then I copy my script from Google Doc. Okay, I copy my script to a nano teleprompter. So my Google Doc, I have my Google Doc apps in my phone. So from Google Doc, I copy that, I transfer ke nano teleprompter. And then, okay, smile and start recording lah, macam biasa. Okay. Okay, the challenge is to find a suitable spot for recording because I don't have green screen yet. So to find a suitable spot yang tak ada cluttered banyak, so it's quite challenging. And then suitable time to record. As you know, if you want to record siang, there are lots of, how to say, lots of ni lah, interruption lah daripada ni, bunyi lori lah, bunyi anak lah, macam-macam. So terbongkar rahsia nanti. And for the first time, you might have to take many takes. Banyak takes. Lepas tu ni lah. Okay, this one ada isu yang takut suara tak sedap. I discovered that ramai, many people, many lecturers who wants to do like me, they afraid of takut suara tak sedap. And takut muka tak cantik lah. Okay, frankly, do you think muka I cantik sangat ke? Kan? Macam biasa, I mean macam biasa saja. Alright. But when it comes to delivering ilmu, I don't think those matter much. But of course, be presentable, but we cannot change our face, isn't it? So ditch the negative self-talk and just go. Just do it. Okay? Macam just belasah saja. Belasah. And then, okay, the post-production. The post-production is a bit technical part. Okay, it involves the editing video. I use KineMaster free version. If you are first time using KineMaster, it's a bit hassle. I have to say it is a bit hassle. It can take 1 to 2 days for you to master. But once you are familiar with it, you can finish your video in 1 to 2 hours only. Okay, starting from recording until editing, finish editing. Right, in KineMaster, it can be downloaded in phone because I use lots of things mobile. So you can use it on phone. You can add text, you can add image, things like that. All right, sometimes your image, you cannot get a suitable image. So you copy the image, all right, you copy image from any Google, but then please put the image credit or photo credit down there so that it did not breach the copyright issue lah, all right. So once finished, upload to your channel and you tell public lah. So mine is Zull and Finance. So the challenge here is being skillful with video editing. So the first time, as I said just now, it can take 1 to 2 days. Once familiar, you can do within 2 hours. So just now, I asked Dr. Azidah, just now dekat chat, can I import all my videos to be part of my micro-credential thing? And then Dr. Azidah kata, yes, if it is my video. Then, okay lah, I'm happy with it. Because I think, so it helps me a lot. So insyaAllah later I can do the micro-credential. Itu Prof.
Habis? Okay.
Itu saja, short and sweet.
Tema. yeah, if it's your own video, you can do whatever you like, because when you upload the video to YouTube, the copyright is still yours. So you can repackage your content with, to whatever, to your micro-credential course or whatever you like to do with your content lah. So okay, so cuba kita tengok yang belasah punya video tadi ni, macam mana tahap belasah tu. Oh, kita main sekejap video. Yeah. You forgot to tell the story that you started your workflow ni. You do it basically at night, right?
Yes.
So ada one occasion where you start at 11 p.m. and you finish at 5 a.m., right?
Yes, betul, Prof. That is the first time lah, second time macam tu lah.
Yeah. But well, obviously this is not easy, because these are DIY kind of thing. You have to learn a lot of things. But looking back at this point, actually, I'm sure you feel that you have actually learned a new skill, right? A new skill that previously we have never imagined that you can do it, right?
Yes. Memang sebelum ni macam nak buat, tapi macam of course lah, lots of kekangan and lots of excuses. But then PKP and MCO gives a lot of give me opportunity.
And also apart from this the technology skill, when you want to prepare one video, the content, you really have to study very carefully how best to approach the content, right? You have to study, basically you have to study quite a lot, then try to digest everything, then try to be creative in how best to present the material. So all this actually improve the mastery of the subject itself, right?
Yes, correct. Because one thing for sure, when you read, if you read the PowerPoint, if you read the book, then you just read it. But in order to do YouTube, in order to showcase your face on YouTube, basically you need to show that you master that subject. So and then master is one thing, delivering it lightly and delivering it in easy way is another thing, isn't it?
So basically you are looking at your phone, which you put on the tripod, right? You put on the tripod, then you have the teleprompter. Yeah, you have the teleprompter, which is the text, the script on the phone, right?
Okay, this is the tripod. Okay, and then to show you, this is my ring light.
Wait. Yeah, you have to share your screen because now I'm looking. Now you're looking at my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can share your screen. If let me stop sharing. So you want to show? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So this is my ring light.
Okay. Now okay. Wow.
Okay, disclaimer, I bukan promote ke mana-mana company, but I bought this around Lazada. Belasah aja, Prof. Sekarang
berapa ringgit tu?
Ini RM70. Tapi ada yang murah lagi. Ada yang murah lagi.
So hasil daripada tu ialah video yang macam tadi itulah.
Yang ni yang ambil video macam tadi, yang sekarang ni tak guna ring light. Jadi terselah lah keayuan sebenar kan. And then okay. Nano teleprompter, if I can show kalau nampak. Okay, yang tu dia punya ni nano teleprompter.
TP tu.
TP, yes. Itu yang saya guna.
Yeah. So RM16.
RM16 sahaja.
Okay, so yeah. So apa nak kata? Share my screen. Okay. Alright, so basically you have seen very general, of course. The session this morning basically just to give you a broad overview of how to go about in designing your planning and designing your module, structuring your course into a module. Okay, the process first starting from the course mapping. Okay, and then once you are clear with the course map, the next thing to do is actually to do a storyboard. And the storyboard is useful so that you are very clear of for each lesson, for each module, what exactly you want to have, what kind of content, what kind of learning activities, what kind of assessment. Then you can get your kind of validation from other content experts, so that they can give a second opinion whether everything is okay, is accurate, the facts are accurate. So once everything is okay, then only we start the content creation phase. Yeah. Otherwise, if you create the content and it turns out that the content is not suitable, or not, the facts are not accurate, then you have everything will be wasted. Okay. So you can go back to so here, okay, in unit 6, I hope you can have a look at this module first. The next thing that so I'm giving this module to all of you. Then the next thing to do in your school, if you already have the micro-credential team or committee that the dean has formed, then please work together with the team, and then we can have a specific bengkel or workshop for your team only. Now we can show you how to create your course on open learning platform. We have to give you license first. So we show you how to use the platform. And then hopefully when your storyboard, your storyboard is ready, then we can show you how to create content. We can show you how to create video. We can show you how to use Genially, maybe if you want us to guide you to create how to use Canva, all those things. We can show you how, we can help you to show how to use it. Yeah. Of course, if you want to create video using studio-based shooting in the studio, currently we cannot do it because of our MCO. But when the MCO is lifted and we can come back to the campus, we can you can plan and just tell us when you want to do the video shooting. You can do the shooting at PTPM, you can do the video shooting at our CDE studio. There's no problem because we have a few studio and we can help you doing the shooting, and inshallah we can also help you with the post editing. CDE is still trying to get technical team, but I'm trying my best to provide technical assistance to you if you want to do the post editing after we have done the shooting in the studio. But we also teach you how to create content, just like Dr. Emma just now, or maybe the Puan Nazirah, to create on your own DIY thing, but the quality is reasonably good. Yeah. So I hope you can first explore this module, especially in Unit 6 here, and all the resources provided in this module to get a better idea. And you have seen how the Dr. Intan and Puan Nazirah just now presented. I'm sure you have the idea how to need. Please also check my module, which I give the link somewhere here. Let me check under further learning or under resources. Further learning, yeah. Under Unit 11 here, under Unit 11, further learning, please find time, 2 hours or 3 hours, good solid 2 hours or 3 hours in Unit 11. Please explore these courses which I have provided here. You need 2 or 3 hours solid. Okay? For example, this is my own engaging online learners. I want you to go in to enroll and go inside and look at how the unit, how the course is being kind of presented and structured. Okay. Just explore and look at how the things are being, presented, designed. Let's say one lesson here. So I have text in this case, in this lesson. I have interactive image using Genially again. So when I put the cursor here, there's a lot of content here actually, but content is hidden. The content is hidden and in the form of interactive content here. So when the student put the cursor here, the content will pop up. And I have video here. So the student can play the video, but the video only appear when the student click this one. I have tips. So a lot of text there, but it's hidden first. Doesn't, it doesn't come up. I mean, it doesn't appear everything together, but rather, the students can just put the cursor here. These are interactive. So this way you can use Genially to create this kind of content. Yeah. This is a video. You can have a few videos in one. Right? So you get the idea. So all these actually are content, interactive content, and you can see how I put in activity. Yeah. After the students have done the interactive activity there, they have activity. So I use Mentimeter here. Another activity. Then a summary of the unit. Okay. So there's a lot of things actually we cannot cover in half a day kind of ni. Biasa macam nursing group, I did 2 or 3 workshops, at least two workshops. Little Intan.
4, because maybe because we are lack in IT, we are not expert in IT. Yeah, we request 4.
Mashallah.
Yeah. three face to face, 1 WebEx. Yeah.
I don't know how I'm still standing now.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a kind of time commitment and time investment. Bukan mudah, ya. Tetapi apabila kita telah melalui semua proses ini dan kita ada kursus kita semua online, your life in the future will be easy, and you will provide, the learning experience for the students. Okay. So I know there are a lot of questions. I don't think I can answer everything in this session. Okay, what is the action plan now? What is the action plan now? The action plan is, all right. After this session, I hope all of you will embark on micro-credential, but please talk to your dean, because the dean by now, the school by now should have formed a team, MC team, micro-credential team. If you don't have a team yet, and you individually want to do micro-credential, still talk to the dean, see what's his or her plan. It would be nice if you have a few people at the school, and we can plan for the next one. So I know there are a few centers and schools already have a team. The next thing is actually I will engage with the team separately. So contact me, okay? Contact me, and we can take it from here. Separately with each team, and we want to first start identifying which course we want to do as micro-credential, and decide whether and start to do the course mapping, and then decide whether you can do the whole course by end of the year. Otherwise, decide which topic or which learning outcome you want to focus on first. So maybe three learning outcome. Maybe you decide you want to do 2 first or 1 first, or you have 10 topics, so you decide to do 5 topics first. So decide which course, which topic, or which chapters you want to start to work on first. Do your course mapping. Be very clear of what are the content, what are the learning activities, what kind of assessment. Then we can have another series of workshop so that and work on the timeline. Work on the timeline. Okay. Now we are what? We are in May now, almost finished. So we are in the second quarter of the year. So we work based on quarter. We have another 2 quarters to go. From June to September, then September to October to December. Okay, October to December. If we work hard, I think we can still deliver at least 1 or 2 or a few chapters. If you look at the chapters in the form of micro-credential. Okay, so that's the action plan. The next thing that you need to do after this workshop. So now about 10 minutes, because I will end this session by 1. If you have any question now, please unmute your microphone and you can ask the questions.
Prof.
Yes, go ahead, Dr. Lim.
Yes, okay. So
Lim from mana? From where?
HBP.
Assalamualaikum, Prof. Farin here. Just want to ask you, is it compulsory to have quiz in the MOOC?
Is it compulsory to have quiz? Well, quiz is a form of assessment. Then it's not compulsory or not. You have to think of what are the different kind of assessment that you can have in your module. I would say quiz is one of the most common type of assessment or activity that you can have. Then it's not a matter of compulsory or not, but what would be the best kind of assessment? What would be the best type of assessment? So you can decide. Okay,
Prof.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now I just want to reiterate the steps that we should take. We should come up with a storyboard first, then only look for you to give us the guidance on how to set up this platform, and then prepare the content. Or we should talk to you first, then we do the storyboard.
I think if you have the course mapping already, probably we can have a workshop already.
Okay, so course mapping is I think should be no issue. So we can have the workshop.
Okay.
At the same time, learning the platform and preparing the storyboard?
Yeah, maybe so in the workshop, maybe most of us, including myself, now I know lah. Dulu bila I dengar storyboard, apa itu storyboard? So but I learned by myself. So in the workshop, maybe we can we can explain how to do what is storyboard, how to do storyboard. Then from there, you just translate your cost mapping into the storyboard.
Right.
Then the next thing is now how to create content. So we show you what are the tools you can use to create video, to create audio, podcast, to create interactive image using Genially, using Canva, all those things lah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So the workshop tentatively would be, I know I heard from nursing just now, they say about 4 workshops, right? So
maybe not 4 lah.
maybe we plan 2 workshops cukup ataupun
Ya, biasanya 2.
2 lah, okay.
And not back to back.
Oh, alright.
In 2 workshop, one whole day, two full day workshops, but not back to back.
Okay. First
workshop, then the next one kita buat maybe 4 weeks after that.
4 weeks, a month. So you let us do our work first, kan? Buat kerja dulu, then so that we can.
Exactly.
Alright. I think 4 to 3 weeks. I don't want it to be too long. Otherwise, all cool down. No. Yeah. So okay, within 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, sure. We are planning something. So we look forward to learn more from Prof, and then hopefully we can get the micro-credential thing up.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, ada soalan lagi?
Hi Prof, Shangita.
Shangita.
Ya, Prof nak tanya, for the workshop ni, bila the earliest that we can start to catch up, Prof, lepas ni?
Hari Ahad ni boleh?
Okay. Prof nak raya dulu.
Let's make a weekend arrangement. Yeah.
Okay, Prof. Thank you.
Kita public holiday is Monday and Tuesday kan?
Ya, Prof.
Ahad ni. Wednesday we can do. Kita discuss.
Thank you, Prof.
So, anything else? Any questions? Okay, kalau tak ada lagi, saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada semua yang dapat participate in this workshop. This is only a beginning, okay? Just to give you some ideas. Oh ya. Ada soalan?
Ada Prof, terima kasih banyak-banyak.
Okay. So saya ucapkan senang mengambil kesempatan ini, wishing you selamat Hari Raya, menyambut Hari Raya Aidilfitri.
Selamat Hari Raya.
Maaf zahir batin, mungkin saya banyak cakap bukan saja dalam sesi ini, so kalau ada salah silap, saya minta maaf. Dan saya berharap dalam waktu kita berhari raya ni, cubalah kita fikir-fikirkan bagaimana kita nak move forward dalam agenda Micro-credential Universiti. Kita perlu beri support sepenuhnya kepada agenda universiti kita ya. So terima kasih banyak-banyak dan saya ucapkan saya sudahi dengan Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat Hari Raya sekali lagi dan have a productive day ya.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih banyak-banyak Prof.
Terima
kasih Azidah.
Terima kasih Prof.
BAE semua.
Terima kasih.
Selamat Raya, jangan balik kampung.
Dah kat kampung dah.
Selamat Hari Raya.
Kamu yang balik kampung, orang bagi jealous. Kita orang tak boleh balik.
Terima kasih Prof Azidah.
Okay.
Azidah masak lebih sikit, nanti kau nak pergi rumah. Maya.
Okay.
kasih banyak-banyak semua. Prof, nanti tunggulah kita kacau ya, Prof.
Selamat Hari
Dengan
Raya.
Azidah sekali kita orang kacau dari PPIK. Tak sabar semua dari PPIK ni.
Okay, good.
Nanti datang kampus kejuruteraan.
InsyaAllah.